I'm going to go over what I'm going to let any of the viewers know the exact same thing that I told you guys. I start working nights on Monday, so we're going to be meeting this week and next week on the 9th. And then after that, we're going to be every other week. So the 23rd, January 6th, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. Is the 23rd good for everybody, considering it's 2 days before Christmas?
To the best of my knowledge, yes.
I'll let
Okay.
you know closer to Christmas.
Okay. And
I
the only one that I really worried about was Bones.
I don't know because that's the schedule getting made this week, and I'm on vacation, so I won't know until I get in on Monday and see what my assistant did.
Okay. So,
I might be out. I don't know.
right.
Because...
The problem comes with every other week. Then if we miss a week, it really will be a month each time. So,
well, I mean, normally I have control of my schedule, but it just so happened that
this 1 week,
I'm on vacation, so I'm not making the
Right.
schedule this week, so I
Right.
can't control what he pulls on me. And by the
Well,
time I get back, the schedule will be finalized.
We're all adults. We all have lives. We all have jobs. We're just gonna have to roll with it. It's just the way it is.
Sir, I am no adult.
Right.
Do you have a
The
job?
adult status is questionable.
Kind of.
So you have a job. You live in an apartment on your own, correct?
Sure.
Sure.
You pay rent, correct?
Sure.
Do you buy your own food?
Sometimes.
So you sound like an adult to me.
Fair.
That sounds like you're adulting. Okay, so here's the biggest thing about if you're adult. Do you pay for your own car insurance?
Oh God, don't remind me.
I was doing that as a teenager, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
same.
you're adulting. Anyway,
Can't say nothing. I didn't start paying my own insurance till I was like 28.
Well, that's the way it goes.
Takes some of us longer
When
than others.
I
how
bought
old
my
are you?
brand new
Okay.
car.
You're a late bloomer, Ike. We get it. It's okay.
Eric,
Nobody's judging you.
He's a bloomer.
I
All
heard
right,
someone
so
say that.
the town that you see. Oh, fuck,
yes.
I don't have.
Oh my God. No. Why? I don't want to see that.
What the fuck?
I mean, you've seen
What?
photos.
Someone lost a bet.
Can we
What,
not?
I'm not going to show that on stream.
Not.
No, don't.
But Eric would do
difference is-
that.
Yeah, no.
What are you?
The difference is I would double wrap that diaper because my crack's not being that exposed.
I see this shit
Stream.
every single day.
Now,
This is
now
not
here's
Be
the
happy.
question. Here's the question.
Like-
Can we move that post one up?
yeah, hang on.
No.
Hang
You motherfucker.
on. No, I cannot.
No.
Damn. Because the post right before that is Sammy saying, I want.
And then it would have been, I want Eric. And then
Anyway, okay, so I'm going to completely move that off of my screen so I can't see
I
it.
wish I had that hair and body hair. I wear a wool sweater, my guy.
Hey, Sam. Sam,
Yeah.
what happened 2 weeks ago in Ironwood?
Did we? Oh, yeah, right. Okay, I'm stupid. Never mind. But did we not play last week?
Okay. All right. We went back to the town. We have no idea what happened to the other ships, and the pirate ships fled. Through interrogating the pirates, we found out that their operation is to attack a port city and then chase down the ships that flee. Instant celebrities when we get back into town. Have to be back at the ship at 6 bells. We do some stuff, have some fun. We go and get our basically the spoils our stuff for, helping to destroy the captain. The pirate one. Yeah, that. We follow the Captain Nicolette into her quarters. There's food and drink. We sit, we eat, and she says we have business. She wants to keep the Silent Death and offers us to Kingston. We figured out how many people we would need, 25 minimum. Got that all paid for. We found Delg's Delvers, which was the adventuring party we ran into at the tavern when we first got to town. And we asked them to watch the ship while it's docked I always want to say, like, is it Tomas? Like, how are you? Is that
Roll
right?
with it. Tomas, good enough.
Whatever. Alora, who's the second in command for Delves Delvers, hires the crew for us, and we pay her to do it. I finally get a longbow. Yay! Ansel finds out that Black Drakar's axe is magical, and it's an axe of sundering. He has that now. We leave Tomas 4 weeks later on the King's Road. Find out Narwhal is the seat of power for the continent. We'll be there in a day. It's a maritime town. Amon and Kira notice that some of the ships are familiar with a recognizable flag. It's the Deceit and the Doomswell. There is a fortress in the center of town. We see guards patrolling. We found an inn. It's pretty, I don't know, like low quality.
It's very low quality. And what's the name of the inn, Sammy?
It's, oh, Jesus, it's so stupid. The Macho Pigeon Pub.
Yay!
Edgar's behind me, and he's just like,
The Macho Pigeon.
Random name generator. It's fun.
Gotta love it. So there you go. You are at the Macho Pigeon. You slept in a common room all night with a bunch of other people. Nobody robbed anybody that night.
We decided it would not be worth it.
Senor Iguana.
My name is Senor Iguana.
Oh, so you're going to be a luchador then, huh? You're not just going to be a pro wrestler. You're going to be a luchador.
Senor Iguana.
You're going to wear this little tiny mask and pretend like nobody can recognize you.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
My character has a huge arc coming with this whole gladiator thing, so just be
No,
prepared.
God. I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared for anything.
You better
I'm
be
sorry.
ready.
My name is Senor
Ansel is
Iguana.
ready.
Oh, good God.
I am only
almighty.
Ansel when I take the mask off.
That's true.
God.
Oh, so your wrestling name is going to be Senor Iguana?
El Aguila Loco.
Leguila Loco. I like it. All right, so the reason you're here in town is you know that Alexander came here initially, at least, and set up operations initially, at least, and so you are looking for Alexander. And yeah, so big city, real big city. I have your characters by the Macho Pigeon, so if you need to roll something or cast something, that's where your characters are. It's basically in the top left. The top left quadrant area. So that's where you are. That's what's happening. Now I turn the tables over to you. By the way, ignore the city walls. Those aren't there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had gone through this map and taken out all of the city walls and all of the street names and everything.
Sure.
And I can't find my edited copy. So
Oh, that's all right.
I went through. That's what I was doing. Like since 5 o'clock, I was feverishly trying to get it. But I decided I was taking all the street names out. I didn't have time to get to the city walls. But I did miss one of the road names. I didn't realize. So I apologize.
Royal Road. We know that one.
Yeah.
We took that one.
Road Royale. And the reason it's
God.
upside down is because it's actually a south-facing ocean in the map, and I had to turn it around. So,
Wada, can you please get rid of that GIF?
And my name is not Wada.
Oh my God. Don't do this to me. I beg
Call
you.
me by my real name.
There, problem solved.
I was doing it too.
Shit.
God damn it. I did not want that picture removed.
Well, then throw us off the server, Wada.
Oh,
Thank you.
don't, because he'll do it.
I know he will.
He'll do it. Wait till after the
Random.
game and then throw us out. So,
Hey, you know what?
you
That's
are
acceptable.
you are at the Macho Pigeon. The picture is really funny. You know how you go by, people can't read those pictures. It is a very muscular flexing bird. So that's what the picture is.
Bones!
I'm not looking at Discord. I know better now.
No, you delete that though.
What do y'all want to do? I'm here with
have-
you guys. You three. I'm here with you three and an Ike. Let's go.
Have we heard anybody talk of any big event happening?
Okay,
in
so
the Nacho Pigeon?
all right, so you're going to listen to see what is actually going around. Okay, so go ahead and each one of you can make an awareness roll.
Hang on. I didn't get my character sheet ready.
Oh, off to a great start.
Oh shit!
That's right.
Oh. Oh no.
Wow.
Oh, no.
Okay, so
That's right.
only Bus. So you
He's
guys
the
are
only one
all
that wanted to
walking.
do
You
it.
guys are all walking around, and it's loud and crowded. And
Got guild training. It makes sense.
yeah. So Bus, you kind of catch something out of the corner of your ear. I know it's not the corner of your eye because you were hearing things,
Sure.
but
I stick out my tongue and feel the heat of something.
yes, exactly. You catch the snippet of something, and it just catches your attention. So you listen a little closer, unobtrusively, and you hear some guys talking about that short little fucker at the castle has been for the last week putting on a show.
I would pass this information on to the group quietly. I wouldn't make like a big deal of it, but I think we found him.
Short little fucker. Okay.
That sounds about right.
Putting on a show.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
I might actually, like, if I hear that, might interject with, like, he's putting on a show?
Huh? Yeah. He's got this prisoner he's been parading around. Brings him out every day
Prisoner.
around noonish and tortures him.
Okay.
Can you describe the prisoner?
Yeah, he a little short guy.
Terrifying and feisty.
Well, I don't know, terrifying and feisty. He's mostly.
Does he have a mouth on him that sounds like a sailor?
I haven't been able to get close enough. There's usually a lot of crowds.
Are there maggots?
No. But he's bound and gagged, and he describes it to you, and it sounds exactly like Razul.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah.
Okay, on that note, thank
At
you,
noon,
gentlemen.
you
Can
say.
you tell us specifically where this would be?
Yeah, every day about noon they let some petitioners into the castle, and in the courtyard is that guy, and they last I knew they were cutting pieces off.
Oh, nice.
Okay, this is a
This is kind of shaking.
DM question.
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of common, so
you're wondering
Oh
what
my
you would
God,
need to
brain.
be a petitioner.
yeah, let's go with that first.
Oh, I thought you were okay. So you were gonna ask a different question.
Yeah, but answer that one.
So to be a petitioner, you have to have some reason to need to talk to somebody in the castle. It's usually for arbitration, or sometimes you're there for trials that's not handled at the local level.
Like the declaration of war.
I'm hearing commit a crime.
I think I summed it up pretty well.
Yeah.
So does anybody have history?
Actually,
No,
no.
never.
Result.
I think that was a character ago.
Okay, well, if anybody
Don't
wants to
say
try,
anything.
you've
Don't
got.
Hang on. I have history. Calm down.
Ooh,
There you
ooh, look at this.
I have no idea what's going on. Congratulations. There you go.
Oh God. Okay.
So yeah, you don't. So you ask about petitioners, and they say it's usually like high dollar tax stuff. It's things that can't be taken care of by the local constabulary, things like that. Things that get to the upper levels. It'd be like taking something to the Supreme Court because normally they're not asked to be bothered.
So
Can I
a
ask my
declaration
actual
of
question?
war.
Yeah, you can ask your actual question now. Sorry.
Would they happen to have something like cats in the castle?
Cats in the castle.
Mice problem?
All castles have cats.
Well, they're micers. They take care of the mice problem.
Yeah, all castles have cats. That's what.
Excellent.
Yeah. And what do you keep meaning by declaration of war?
He's going to declare war on Alexander, apparently.
Hey, I can walk up in there and say, "Hey, you little shit! I'm declaring war."
As long as you do it
Oh,
in that
don't
accent.
worry.
Yeah,
don't have to
what
declare it at
accent
all.
was that anyway? It was
Ayo.
Hey, yo.
hey,
Sir, the nation of
wait.
Bostonia is coming for us.
Yes, Eric.
All
You're
right, so
declaring war, and it's going to be Wicked Head.
Yes, Eric.
we're gonna have to throw them all in the water.
Thank you.
All right, so so you guys hear this and you instantly realize that the person that is being tortured, let out and tortured every day, is probably Razul. It sure fits the description. So Razul did make it here.
Well, it's official. He dies.
The result?
No.
I knew what you meant, Eric.
Oh, no. He's 1,000% dead as fuck.
So, you
He
know what I
was
need you to do?
before.
Now all you got to do
Sammy.
is figure out how to do it.
Sammy, I need you to go climb up on that cliff. I need you to wait until they wheel that little bastard out here. And when he starts torturing, put an arrow between his eyes. Know what I'm saying?
I'll get there. There's something I want to do first. Mainly because I
fine.
want to. How close do I have to get to be within 500 feet
How
of
close?
the castle?
500 feet.
Well, I mean, on the map. Like, can you show me?
Can you give us what the approximate?
We need to find the
There's
castle
no
first.
scale.
Give me a fucking diameter. Help a bitch out. What are you
Absolutely.
doing?
All right.
All right, that was very aggressive. I didn't mean for it to be that aggressive.
Yeah, but that was such a Dave answer.
Yeah, listen to
I
me
know.
first.
It was... Oh, my shadows.
So
How
shadows.
many amps does it take to get to a 15 amp circuit? About 15 amps.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Fucker.
Okay, so the castle's going to be fairly huge. So, how much was the scale for each one of these things? We are 73
Christ.
squares wide. 70 squares wide. So on a map that's probably about a couple miles across.
Excuse me.
So let's see. You're gonna make me do.
There's a very good reason for me doing this.
I know.
My name is Senor Iguana.
Each square is about, let's call it 200 feet.
So it'd be
Each
2.5
square in this little bitty
squares.
fuckers.
Each square is about 200 feet.
You'd have to be right up on the fucking wall.
It's a big town.
Damn, that's a big town.
Yup.
Is there any shop very close to the perimeter?
If you notice, most of the perimeter around here has been cleared for defensive purposes, but there are some of these, like you don't know right yet what any of these places are.
We find the nearest map maker.
Right. I mean, you're able to see the entire map as players, because I wasn't gonna do the fog of war.
Cartographer what ho when we find a map.
Right. So you actually find a couple of guys sitting at a table at the Macho Pigeon, and they're going over a town map, and it has a couple of places marked. So you want a what a fucking coincidence that was, huh?
It's like a kid's menu. They're using colors.
So here is an area where there are lots of shops and stalls and people hawking their wares. And along through here are some specialty shops. So actually, all of these here, this is a trade district. This right here is a trade district. The entire thing.
There's a lot of places you can leave town.
Yeah. So these places here are all upper level residents. This place over here are slums. In red are slums and lower class things. And then over here are ultra rich people. And that actually is walled in. So.
Let's go check out the trading district, guys.
We can do it.
Whoa.
All right, so you're going to go to the trading district, and you're looking at any specific shops, just ones that are really close?
I want to be about here.
About 500 foot, Dave.
About 500 feet away. It's such an arbitrary number, I wonder where that came from.
You?
That's an excellent point. All right, so
Sammy,
Dave, answer.
can I ask a question?
To me or to Sam?
Sam, outside a game.
Yeah.
Is that 500 foot per level?
It is, but you can only
do it at
cast it
level one.
first.
Come here.
Be right back. Keep talking
Why
amongst
can't-
yourselves.
Oh, because you're mana.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
no.
only have okay.
Come here.
We had to go through this when we did the ship thing. If it's
Yeah, I
the
only
spell,
have-
I think it is.
I would assume if you read the chat, then yes. Yeah. That's why I asked if there were any cats. Because, cats do parkour and always land on their feet.
You could also
Yeah.
just, invade them with gerbils.
Do kobolds
But
count as
that
wild
wouldn't-
animals?
Huh.
I mean,
I summon kobolds.
if Coventry had a kobold problem, why wouldn't this place?
I mean,
'Cause
that's
it's
fair
across the
enough,
ocean?
but do kobolds have... They have animal intelligence, don't they?
I don't know because I can't remember how Dave runs kobolds.
Are they? The better question: are they sentient or sapient? Because that's where it really stands.
Good.
Well,
I don't know how
if
Dave
they're
does
of, if they're of animal intelligence, then I could use a spell to do that, but it still wouldn't tell us specifically where Alexander is at any given time,
I don't
or
think
let
we're
me
gonna-
see.
I don't think we're going to know where he is until we engage.
We will at noon.
This is true.
I can confirm exactly who it is, and I can watch where he goes. If I do this exactly at noon.
I definitely say we should be watching him. Yes.
Sorry about that. Today at work, somebody brought in homemade cheese.
Oh,
Homemade cheese?
interesting.
Yes, I know. He's just a
That's
weird guy.
mold. You know that.
Yeah, and it was ghost pepper cheese.
Why?
Oh,
Why?
And so I had a
Why
piece,
are
and
you
it just made a sudden and inevitable reemergence.
Why?
I suddenly had to go up and blow out the O-ring.
Why punish your
no.
sphincter two ways, Dave?
What's that?
Why punish your sphincter two ways? I don't get that.
Yeah,
Right?
it was okay. I mean, it tasted okay, but anyway. So,
I almost spit out my coffee.
I mean, to be fair, I had that kind of cheese on a sandwich for dinner. I don't have any problems.
Did you scream "Olay" after you were done?
no, but I did during. Ole, 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 ole.
Oh
My
my
butt
God.
Things make
is
me
a
giddy,
burning
though, too, so
flame.
I can't talk.
My God.
This is so
My
dumb.
butthole is a burning ring of fire.
Fire.
Anyway.
Ah.
Butthole is a smoking crater when you're all done.
Oh my God.
So, one of the things you notice there are patrols. There are gates that are here. You know that there's a gate over here. There's a gate up here, and they're very heavily guarded. You see people walking on the parapets, and you also notice that there are armed patrols going this way. So they are walking in the killing zone.
Mm.
But you guys are in this area right now. So let me get a this is a party kind of thing. So I was using Harvey, I believe.
Oh.
He's huge. Okay, so that is where the party is. So you wanted to be right about here.
Hmm.
Okay, so the shops that are right by you, there is a specialty cobbler. It's actually fine boots and apparel, and then the other one is mostly just apparel. So the boot store is very, very fine boots, and this place is very, very fine clothing.
So, asking this question, do the clothes in the store look vastly different than the clothes we're currently wearing?
They look a lot more expensive, and they look. You don't really know a lot about court fashion. You look
Sure.
at it and you go, "Huh, boy, it looks like rich people would wear that."
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I know I'm a giant yellow sore thumb, but my feeling is we might not stand out as much if we're not wearing clothes that clearly didn't come from here.
Right. You don't think that it's going to be. You don't think that wearing the clothes would really help you that much.
Good to know. Thank you.
So Ansel wants to head back to the ship. What?
Ansel, do you want to start a fight in the street square at noon?
I can.
Okay.
What did I miss about
I
heading back
haven't
to the
been
ship?
here, and then y'all, I sat back down and I hear shit talk. So
What?
Oh, because I pooped
Oh.
very
Yeah.
abruptly.
Literal shit talk.
Okay, so that's when you typed in you were gonna. Okay, I get it now. I dig it. I see what's going
Gotcha.
on. All right, so Kieran, you are close to the city wall as you wanted.
What time is it?
What time is it? Well, it's morning, so it's fairly early.
So
What
you
time
just
is
want
it
me to-
exactly? Because I want to know.
It is 8:32 a.m.
Cool.
Okay, we got some time.
Because I have navigation,
Yeah.
which means I know the time.
Ah. Okay.
It's a sundial.
Hey, you
Hey,
wrote it.
what if I
Daylight
sundial?
savings time is moving a door to the left.
Dave gets all snarky. He's the one that wrote the fucking thing.
All right, so there you go. You're there.
Sorry. Okay. So
Jordy, Jesus.
So
every
we got
day.
3 hours in essence.
Well, so 3 hours in essence, and we're in a shop about fancy clothing. All right, this is what we're gonna do. I take one up, I pick it up, and I put it in front of me. Would this look good on me?
Nah, you're more of a summer, less a spring.
The minute I know it wouldn't aid us in any way, I would be leaving the dress shop.
Well, I didn't say dress shop. I said clothing
The
shop.
apparel shop.
Apparel shop. So he holds up something. It obviously does not fit you. Like it's super small compared to you.
I'm actually not that big.
Well, yeah, but it's you like go into a petite area and you hold it up and you go,
There we go.
would this fit me? And as soon as you guys walk in, all of the workers like stop and stare at you, and they whisper behind their hands. You are obviously, I mean, you've been on the road, you've traveled a lot, you're dirty, you're dusty. You're obviously combat-oriented people because you've got weapons bristling from everywhere, and so you're not exactly the type of clientele they're used to getting. But they're also close enough to the lower parts of town that occasionally people come walking in. So they're not kicking you out, but they're very wary of you.
I still want to know if this would look good on me.
Sir, I don't think that would fit you. Would you like to see something closer to your size?
Sure.
So the girl leads you over to another set of clothing, and to you it looks garish and strange because it kind of is. She says, "Oh, this would look grand on you."
I don't know what it is, so.
So it's like a vest and a baldric and some kind of short pants that almost look like cargo pants, but they're tighter around the cuffs.
So
she
what
says-
you're really trying to say to me is this would look great on me.
You would look like a little Dutch boy.
Yes.
These little boy loves berries and cream, berries and cream.
Yes,
Oh,
kind of like
good
that.
Lord.
Kind of like that.
All right, and I'm gonna look at her and I'm gonna be like, the pants don't work.
I see. I can see how that would be a problem. What would you like for pants? I have some things I can show you. So she takes you over to another
yeah,
location.
Sure, I'm good with this. Let's go.
Oh, you want to buy it?
No, I just want to keep looking.
Okay. So she goes with are you going to go with her when she takes you over?
Oh, hell yeah.
So she starts to show you all sorts of different pieces of clothing that she thinks would go good with that baldric, and says, "Yeah, so these would go wonderful with that outfit, and it's the latest fashion."
And how much?
This here is only 7 silver.
All right. I just throw my hands up in the air. I'm leaving.
7 silver?
7 silver.
Jesus. All right.
So it's like throws his hands up, and the whispers return. The only person that's really treated you nice has been the lady that talked to you.
I'm
Sure.
gonna tell her thank you for her time because this was definitely not somewhere I should have been.
And she understands. She says I understand, and she's not condescending at all. But you can tell that everybody else is kind of laughing behind their hands a little bit.
Yep, I'm gonna.
When this place burns, this is the first thing to go.
Yep. Yeah, pretty much.
I can hear the wheels going, Wada. I can hear the wheels. When I burn this town to the ground, this is the first store. What gets it?
Pretty much.
All right, so Jack, are you going to be doing anything while this is going on? I assume what's happening is you guys are wasting time until noon.
Yeah, that's all.
A little bit.
Is
yeah.
there anything you guys are planning on doing while you're wasting time?
I mean, here's yeah.
I do want to check out the local weapon shop.
The
I was
local
gonna say the
weapon
same thing. I
shop.
was gonna look at armor. And
I'm just
weapons.
gonna
Okay.
harass as many people as I can. 'Cause
Okay.
That's who I am.
So you realize as you're walking around that you're in kind of a high-end area. You go to a weapon shop and you look at a few things, and they have iron weaponry, and you realize you can't afford anything that they have in this area. So you would have to go to a completely different part of town, or even actually closer to over here, before you'd find shops that are more at your level. You're in a real high end. You're like in Rodeo Drive of this town. So you're in Rodeo Drive of Norwal.
So what you're essentially saying it is it's time for me to pull my loot out and busk.
If
Yeah.
you guys, if this is a good busking time, it's a good busking time. I mean,
This is a great busking time for me and Senior Bus.
yeah, because you're wasting time, and why not make money while you're doing it?
Sure.
Yeah. So
Well,
if you want,
since they're busing, I might as well start picking pockets.
I was
Okay.
waiting for it. I mean, that's not
This would be a
unexpected.
good one.
So let me
Yeah,
get
we're
to.
Hilarious.
As long as they're not loaded, or as long as they don't have security guard.
Congratulations, you picked the pocket of the captain of the guards. You are now under arrest. Have fun. Bye.
Right.
Well, if he catches
So
me, like I might have the key to the damn castle we're trying to get in now.
this is actually
Also
a
possible.
major city. So you're in a rich area in a major city. So I assume you're going to set up somewhere over here where there's a big wide open area.
Fuck yeah,
Yep.
I am.
And it's actually not real wide open. There's stalls and there are other buskers, and it's just that kind of place. It's very raucous. Very. There are carts everywhere. There are horses, knights that are going through and clearing the way. Just it's a very very busy place. So you guys set up on a corner where there's nobody already doing their thing, and so Ansel and Bus are going to be busking. Ammon is going to be picking pockets of people that are watching. Jack, what are you and Kieran going to be doing? Or individually or together or whatever? While this is going on. Because you're going to take all of the time up until noon. So once the busking is done, it'll be noon.
Yes.
Ish.
Really. So once I do my pickpocket, because I only can pickpocket once, right?
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
Can I do something else? Since obviously it's not going to take me 3 hours to pickpocket.
Well, you're going to be casing the joint, looking for targets. Well, let's get to this. Jack and Kieran, what do you guys want to do while they're busking and singing and stuff?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure whatever I do is not going to lead to much. So
Okay. Well, you can watch and make sure that the crowd stays ruly as opposed to unruly. So you can look imposing and be the muscle that stops people. You like they throw the money down.
3 bean pulling armor.
You could also be a set of eyes in case somebody's paying a little too much attention to us.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
And Kieran, what were you going to be doing?
I don't know if she's
I
even
didn't
here. There she is.
Plan. I didn't realize it was that early in the morning. I just wanted to be there by noon to do the thing.
Oh, okay. So
Um,
gonna be another set of eyes like Jack.
Yeah.
You're gonna okay. So
Somebody's acting
who
funny.
wants to do the roll?
How you doing? What's your
Forwarding.
40?
Yeah.
4-0.
You have a higher skill than me.
You want me to additive?
Additive.
Yes, please.
That is bad.
50.
God bless it.
Wow. So
Just for gits and shiggles, we're gonna use the 50. Yeah, see.
it would have been exactly the same.
Yeah, so no worries.
All right. So but you're together, so that goes up. So that is D4. Wow. Awful. So you guys are level 5.
Yeah.
You're busking, and there are some better people not too far away that are busking better than you. Like they're singing and dancing, and one guy's doing handstands while he's juggling with his feet. It's just fucking amazing. You end up making 5 copper pieces in the rich part of town, and those 5 copper were pity coppers.
You can have the 3. I'll take the 2.
Those were pity
Okay.
coppers. Now let me go
All right.
over to Ike's with the pocket of the pickets.
Do I get additive because they're doing anything, or is it just regular?
No, it's not additive at all.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll your picket pockets.
Never mind.
Okay, so you failed. How much did you fail by? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so go ahead and roll a percentile.
D100.
D100.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's low.
And one
Did
more,
I want lower or high
one
there?
more
That's my question.
one more D100. All right. So in essence, what happened was, you found a target, and you were going towards him to try and bump into him, and he took a turn to the left and started walking away. So you didn't hit him, you didn't jostle him, you didn't touch him in any way, shape, or form. You may try again.
Oh. Hmm. Fuck it. Damn it.
Do you feel lucky twice?
It's gonna be big. Yeah, why not?
Okay. No problem. F9.
Hopefully I chose a good target.
So you bump into him, and you grab his purse, and you start to walk away, and he immediately starts to look to see if his purse is gone. He turns to a guy next to him and slaps him upside the head because they had bumped into each other, and they start a fight right then and there, and you just kind of saunter off on your own with his purse in your hand. So he thought it was somebody else that did it. That was good. So that was what the luck was. He felt it, but he thought it was somebody else. So you were lucky that he had the wrong target. So this purse is really fucking heavy, and you're like, holy
Ooh.
crap! So you kind of duck into a little alley, and you open it up, and you get 75 lead pieces.
Somebody was going to the strip club.
That would be pence. Oh god, that would be
97.
terrible. So strippers, you just throw coins at them. Ah!
You heard to make it rain. That's how you make it hail.
Ooh.
That's right. So yes, that's 75 lead. That's not 7 copper, 5 lead. That's 75 lead.
All right.
So there you go. 7 pounds of lead pieces in your hand.
It's pretty heavy.
It's very heavy.
I could use that as a weapon.
You could. It's like a little cudgel. But because you had to follow the guy around and set up for another try, it is noon. So neener. Yeah, it would be a blackjack. You could whack the guy in the back of the head with it. It would be all fun and games. So you Bones looks up at the sun, and he nudges Kieran, and they give a signal to the rest of you, and you go, "It's noon."
Cool.
Okay.
A makeshift flail. That's not a bad idea.
Smack them around with mine.
Coin bag on a stick. Look, I've got a flail. All right, so it is noon, and as you guys walk back this way, you see that there are a line of people at this gate. There's a few wagons, and everybody is being checked, and everybody is being talked to at the gate.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it like, can we tell if it's like a password or is it more a series of questions?
It looks like a series of questions.
Okay.
The dude isn't looking at a clipboard, but he may as well be.
Okay.
It's almost as if you need to be expected.
Like going to a club. You have to be on the guest list.
No, more like going to court,
Yeah.
where you have to be on
gotta
the,
be on the
docket. Yeah.
Do we notice any commonality between the people?
It's a pretty decent disparity. There's some rich, there's some poor. Yeah, it's a pretty disparate group.
Okay.
Just because I like to use the word disparate.
Fair.
Okay. So can we see around them at all into like the court of the fortress area thing?
Yeah, actually, the portcullises are both up. You see that there's 2 or 3. You can't tell from the way that you're looking, but you can see into the courtyard itself, but only till about here. It's just a mass of people. It's really kind of hard to see around all of them. You can see in there, but you don't really see anything special.
Okay.
Bus just laughs.
Is there a cat in the courtyard?
If there are a cat in the courtyard, you don't see it. However, you do see other animals as horses are being ridden around in there. But you can't see any cats right now.
Any birds nearby that I could see?
Oh yeah, there are birds all over the place. There's birds on a building sitting next to you.
Okay.
All right. 5-foot telepathic range. You now see through the eyes of a bird.
I want to fly over. I want to see what I can see in the courtyard.
You believe you can fly. All right, so bird go flappy, flappy, flappy. And you're going this way, so let me grab something real quick here. Snap to center. We are right here. So every 5 feet is 200 feet. So you can go right about here. But you're also high up in the sky, so you can see. Let me do this. Ah, no, stop it. Poo from above. I gotta move my.
Well, I am controlling the bird.
I gotta move my chatty box. God damn it.
It retains all of its abilities
No!
and defenses.
Shadows, don't type anything for a second. No! I gotta wait for these to go away. I have them in the top left because they were in the way of other things, but now they're in the way of my map commands.
Oh.
Yeah. There, it's gone away. Okay, so select move. Okay, you can say things again. All right, so in this area right here, you see that this thing right here is a large. I want to say like a gallows, but it's not a gallows.
Like a stake.
It's not even a stake. It's just a large stage, and you see probably, I don't know, 50, 60 people gathered around it. I got to see how good is the vision on the bird. So the higher the number, the better the vision. So like 100 would be like you got a bird of prey, so it sees real well. And a 1 would be you got a myopic pigeon. So, so you know,
Not bad.
Not bad. Not great. Not bad. Yeah, so you can actually see in the courtyard what's going on as I take a drink of water. And I turn that back off again. You see that there is a figure he's naked, and he is being dragged into the center of the thing. and next to him is another little guy, and you could tell immediately that it's Alexander and Razul. Now, I will tell you that there are a shitload of people in here and around surrounding the area, and a metric fuck ton of guardsmen.
Can you give me a number of guards?
Metric fuck ton. You are looking around. You're
1,000.
counting. You see at least 3, 4, 5 squads.
So
36, 40.
So essentially, what you're saying is I still need to punch this guy, right, Bus?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So there's counting the guys on the wall, there's anywhere from 100 to 200 guardsmen ranging in levels from 1 up.
El Aguila Loco.
fucking brigade.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, he's a chicken shit
Small
who literally
army.
paid other people to kill us.
Well, this is this is the stronghold part of the city. Have fun storming the castle.
Think you're gonna make it? Not a chance.
They need a miracle.
Nope.
I can still punch a guy. I don't care, guy.
I'm just gonna walk away.
Yeah, I'm essentially at a loss of words right now. I mean, what do you want me to do? Punch this guy, or you want me to walk away?
Why is I don't
Either-
know.
whatever you do, I'm
just
still
trying to
walking
see
away.
what's going on.
Right, so you've got aerial reconnaissance. Are you going to watch the show at all, Sam?
Well, I'm gonna tell them what I'm seeing. Obviously, I'm gonna relay all of this information to the party and let them know. Yeah, it's Razul. There's a small army, and it is Alexander, and I know exactly where they're standing
So
right now.
you see Alexander. He raises a hand, and it's got a knife in it, and it comes down, and he's cutting on Razul, and Razul is sitting on his knees with his head bowed, and Alexander leans down to say something to him, and Razul headbutts him and breaks his nose.
Attaboy.
And then you can see, even though he's got a gag in, you can see amusement in his eyes, even from this distance.
He's a crazy
Yeah.
fucker.
Fuck you, Alexander.
So, okay, so the castle is boarded up, walled up on all sides, correct?
Yes, there are 3 gates. The one that you can see right here has 3 portcullises, and is very well guarded. You do notice that the inner portcullis is made of iron.
Cool. Is there a backside gate? He says out loud.
So the map that you saw shows there's also a gate here, and there's also a gate here.
I should be able
but
to see that gate.
yeah, you can see that gate. That gate is currently closed.
Mhm.
You cannot see this gate from your bird's eye view because he could only reach right about here, and he's got stuff in the way over here.
Wada, that is not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Secretly talking behind the GM's back.
Oh no, I just need to know with this bird, because I mean, all major cities have an outhouse, and all major outhouses have a sewage connection, right?
Let's see. Fuck you. So you want to try and get down into the sewers and come up underneath.
Yes,
We're gonna meet 4 turtles and a plumber.
I'm fine with
Ah,
that.
whoa.
4 turtles and a rat.
And
We
then
need to find a
oddly-
way in. Yeah.
Yeah,
The red and green
essentially,
plumber.
I am hitting all blanks other than sewers, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
we didn't do our best over the past 2 weeks to
I've been
come up with
busy
a
as
plan.
fuck.
Yeah, we
so-
didn't exactly reconnaissance. Maybe.
That's
That's
what it's
so-
supposed to be.
So Ammon, make an insight roll.
Doesn't mean I could act. like-
Yeah.
hey.
All right. So if you were to contact the local thieves guild, if there is a powerful thieves guild here, you may be able to find out what is in the sewers because, thieves like doing weird shit like that. You may get more information on the sewers, and you may get information about Alexander. So the Thieves Guild might have information that you guys need.
See,
Cool.
that's the problem.
That was
with
exactly
my
what I was gonna do before you're like, well, it's noon.
What were you saying, Wada?
The thing about my character, I would be part of a guard, so that'd be a big no.
Well, yes and no.
I can just go without you.
You can certainly go to the guards and talk shop because they would know that you're a guard, and as long as you're not talking to brass, you might get information. Bus could get information.
I would try to go to a spy master's guild if that's specific.
Right. So
Otherwise, it'd be a thieves guild.
And you could also talk to anybody. You could talk to anybody. Anybody that's got interrogation could get information.
Bus.
Yeah. Kieran's kind of at a loss here, other than aerial reconnaissance. Jack could go to the church and ask questions. You guys have resources as long as you are fairly discreet and don't go on, "Hi, I'm Jack, and this guy," that kind of thing. But I know you wouldn't do that.
The Black Hounds, so these are my friends.
Exactly.
Okay, so essentially, Dave, what we're going to do, let's just do it this way. We're going to watch the show, and then we're going to go get with our connected guilds.
Okay. Kieran, what are you going to do the entire time? Because you're the only one that doesn't have anybody you can really contact in here.
There's no druid circle?
There's no druid circle here. They do not have their stuff in the city. Their stuff is all in the wilds.
This is a major city.
Alchemy shop.
Okay, so you're going to go to an alchemy shop and see what you can find out. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to do this person by person. Jack. By the way, the show doesn't last all that long. Alexander, when he gets his nose broken, starts to beat on Razul.
Right.
And the crowd does not look pleased about this.
Right.
And some things get thrown at Alexander.
Because nobody likes him.
So people start picking up cow dung and throwing it at Alexander. And then Alexander says something, and the guards start beating the people in the courtyard.
Jesus.
And empties the courtyard out the back gate back over here. And Alexander storms off with his personal guard and goes into this building right here. All right, see you, Shadows. Good to see you, man.
Bye, Shadows.
And, okay, I'm going to say this even though you really can't hear this. Razul is dragged back off into this building right here, giggling the entire way.
Oh, I can believe
Oh,
it.
I would be able to see
yeah.
it. Come on.
You can see it, but you wouldn't be able to hear him giggling.
No, but I
Bro.
know what that looks like.
I know my character.
Yeah, his shoulders are shaking and he's laughing. And the guards are... You remember how Hannibal Lecter was brought out?
Mm-hmm.
That's how
Yes.
the guards are treating Razul.
Makes sense.
I know he's trussed up and there's nothing this little fucker could do, but god damn. Yeah. So, there you go.
If he's got a mouth and a hand, he's
Yeah, that's the thing.
dangerous.
That's why he's bound.
Yeah.
All right, so Jack, you are going to go to the church. And there is a Church of Nauru. I didn't place it anywhere. I don't know exactly where it is. But you're there, and you start to talk to the people. What kind of pieces of information are you trying to glean from them?
God. Oh, God.
And you guys can help with questions that you want. Matter of fact, you're all at your individual places. Here's how I'm going to run this. You're all at your individual places. I will tell you whatever questions you ask. I will tell you if you found that out and who it was that found it out. And after all that's said and done, I'll have Bus roll an interrogation and give any additional information that you might have gotten. Sound like a winner?
Sure.
Okay, so
No pressure on that roll, though.
well, you don't know
Yeah.
what you're going to try and find here. So what kind of
Sure.
stuff are you trying to find out about the city, Alexander, sewers, whatever?
Well, the sewers evidently is the biggest currently.
Okay, so Ammon finds out from the Thieves Guild that the sewers are patrolled. Ansel finds out from talking to the fighters that the sewer patrol is like a punishment.
Yeah.
So the
right.
only people that are doing sewer patrol are people who are disaffected or
Right.
troublemakers or lazy.
Essentially, revolution.
Right. Well, not that, but so the best and the brightest aren't the ones that are patrolling the sewers.
Hey, bro. All I have to do is beat a couple of them in a fucking wrestling match, and they would follow me anywhere.
Stupid
All I'm
que-
saying.
Okay, so what else do you guys need to know? There are no maps, however, that you can get a hold of. They are mapped out pretty well. However, the maps are held as a tightly controlled secret. The Thieves Guild does know of a couple of entrances, but they don't know necessarily where you need to exit to get into the stronghold.
Okay.
Can I? This is probably a stupid question, but does my church ever minister to the injured prisoners?
Yes, as a matter of fact, as a church of healers, they
Right.
are frequently called into the castle to help with prisoners or sick nobility, things like that.
A broken nose.
That's well, okay. What I think just hit on what just went through my head. Or did you?
Go ahead. I'm just
Are
being an
you-
asshole.
Okay. This is like the first original thought I've had all night. So if it's
Do it.
dumb, please just tell
No,
me to
you're
shut the
going,
fuck
dude. You're
up.
doing good.
This feels smart.
No, that's
Keep going.
awesome.
Like, could I inquire discreetly about helping with such things?
So you talk to them, you come to them as a supplicant, and you say you're from another land, and make a charisma roll.
Oh Jesus!
I'm sorry.
You're not sorry. Don't act like you are.
That's what you get. Well, would public speaking work too?
Yes.
Well, I might as well. Well, let's see. Charisma is what 45. Public speaking is 38.
Yeah.
Now, okay, so I have a question. Do you have any sort of a skill that allows you to automatically make a roll?
No.
Oh, I thought
No.
that you had that.
This is no. There's another character.
Okay,
That-
somebody
yeah,
else
I
had that.
have that.
I couldn't remember who had that. Well, there's enough luck in the party that you might anyway. So go ahead and roll whichever one you want, either public speaking
guess
or charisma.
I'll do public speaking and pay the price, I guess. Yeah.
So you would have to feel lucky 4 times.
Oh.
I
I'll
can do
throw
Actually,
in one.
I'll make it 3 because you're only off by 1 if you do 3.
I'll throw in one.
I'll throw in one.
I'll throw in one.
Okay, so
I'll stumble. a
you're
little bit,
talking to
man.
the guy and you're stumbling over your words and you realize you're not being very persuasive, and then you mention something about your mother Martha, and the guy goes, "Martha, why did you say that name?"
God damn it!
God.
Really?
Dave, I hate you, Dave.
That's so bad.
Okay, so
God.
it's something like that where you
I
mention something.
almost hope you get sued for that.
It's something like that where you mention something and it's
Right.
it's something that perks up his interest, and the fact that you just casually threw this out, trying to weave this backstory, and that intrigued the guy. Yeah, if they send any healers in, you're more than welcome to join them to
Cool.
aid in the healing of the prisoners or nobility that call. They don't know when the next time they will be called, so you'd have to
Right.
kind of stick around.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I'm gonna look through their library while I'm here.
Okay. So anything else anybody wants to try and find out?
I have a couple questions.
Okay. Knock yourself
Um,
out.
One, do the thieves know of any weaknesses in the walls, places to climb up, that kind of stuff?
It's strange you say that because a year ago, the stronghold was not so impregnable. It was only after Alexander showed up that they started really shoring up the defenses along the side. For about a 6-month period, there were a bunch of people in robes walking around the outside, inscribing in the walls. He doesn't know what it is, but he thinks that they enchanted the walls somehow. The place was not impregnable. Now it pretty much is. Few thieves have tried. Nobody that has tried to sneak in there has ever come back out.
Okay. What do they know about people going in and out of it, like cleaning crews, merchants, that kind of stuff?
Okay, so the cleaning crews are actually housed on site. They have maids and butlers and things like that. They do get supplies brought in, and the supplies are brought in by the southern gate. Everything is thoroughly checked over, like paranoid checked over. Like the same guy delivers the same thing every week, and he gets the riot act every time. Just like paranoid. If you thought the world was out to get you and you were setting up the guards, that's the way this is. So when supplies come in, they only come in through a certain gate. They tell you that the only reason that the every day at noon, where they let people into petition, the only reason that still goes on is because it's been there since the city was formed, and it's part of the government, and that is one of the things that has not been stripped away in the last year.
Okay. When people are petitioning, what do they have to go through to get in?
Well, you've got to be expected. Most petitioners are there to solve grievances that have to do with land or wealth or things like that, or high crimes. It's like either going to a governmental office for petition rights, like land. He's on my land. No, that's my land. That kind of thing, land rights, or it's like going to the Supreme Court. So
Okay.
very few people actually get to go, but there's a huge backlog. So
Okay. What do you know about? Obviously, this is probably gonna be like nobles and shit. About the next person up. Are they able to be bribed?
so
Something
yeah,
like that?
so they have tried bribing the guardsmen before. A year ago, that was able to be done, and like 10, 11 months ago, it was still able to be done, but the guards that got bribed were always found out, and they were always hung from the walls.
Okay. What about the nobles that are going in? Could we be disguised as like aides or they're peasants or servants or something like that?
We have not been able to infiltrate.
Hmm. All right.
Whoever's running security in that place is paranoid as fuck.
Okay.
Do we know who that is?
Yeah, it's a little guy that showed up. You guys all hear this from the respective place. About a year ago, this little guy showed up, and he moved right in to the stronghold. And even though there was a king, the king hasn't been seen that much, and it's almost like he ceded all power over to this guy. This guy has almost total control. Taxes have raised. The people hate him. He is very hated. Most of the guardsmen either retired or quit and have been replaced by mercenaries and or his own personal guard.
Okay.
So the
So,
guys
Tom-
that want to talk to are either disaffected. You did tread lightly, and a few of them you started asking about Alexander, and they talk about it. He's a little evil dude, and they all talked about him like he was the next god king.
Okay.
Oh,
All
cool.
right.
Collateral damage.
Asking, what is the morale of the people like?
Oh, the morale of the people is shit. There's a growing resentment of the lower to middle class on the upper class because the upper class are the only ones that still have it good. But even the upper class are being pinched more than they were in the past, and they ain't liking it.
All right. That's good information.
Revolution.
Could
I guess
somebody
one last
roll
thing, if Dave will
charisma if they
allow it.
don't?
Say that again,
Oh,
Sam.
sorry.
I was going to say, could somebody roll charisma if they don't have public speaking?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Ike.
One last thing, because obviously they don't know what I'm asking at the moment, but can I buy a potion or buy a poison from them since it's the Thieves Guild?
Can you buy a poison from them? What level would you like to buy the poison?
Hold on. Where's that poison chart? I had it somewhere. There it is. Preferably a level 5 or up. Let's see what I'm
That's
level 9.
expensive, dude. Whew.
I'm just trying to figure out prices. I don't know what the prices would be.
Well, when you're buying it, it starts at the base of 1 silver. Then you can modify it by organic, damaging, whatever. So
Okay, and then it's just still adding all just as the same as if I made it.
yes,
Okay, except without the
for when you
time.
make it, it's half price, and when
Oh.
you're buying it, it's full price. So figure out what you want. You can go through the numbers. Are there any other questions that you guys are looking for?
How
Let
have
me
the
pull this up.
assassins been in town recently?
How have the assassins been in town lately?
Has there been an increase, decrease?
There have been
Anybody?
disappearances. And what's interesting about that is the disappearances have come in from key people who are against Alexander. You don't know
Oh,
if they've
what a
been
fucking shock
you
that
don't know
is.
if they've been assassinated or just disappeared, but yeah.
Do we know of any? I mean, I think we've laid our cards pretty much out on the line. Do we know of any strongholds of people who are kind of microwaving a revolution?
Okay, so now that is going to take an interrogation roll
Okay,
because that is something people just wouldn't talk about.
sure.
But you can get it out of them.
Interrogation.
You would have to feel lucky 4 times.
I'll throw in
Oh.
2.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll throw in the one I use.
Okay, so you're talking to somebody, and everybody keep track of the luck that you have. You're talking to somebody, and you're saying, "Hey, are there any things like this Alexander guy? He sounds like a real dipshit," and everybody's complaining, blah blah blah. And you catch out of the corner of your eye, this guy starts to talk, and he kind of stops and starts to walk away. And you follow him for a little bit, and he sees you, and he turns and he says, "I think we all want the same thing. I'm a part of this group."
Indeed, we do.
I'm listening.
So they don't have an official name. They just call themselves the Resistance because, it is what it is. They have a group of disaffected people, and it is growing larger every day. They don't have any solid plans at this time because they don't know what they're going to do to break in. But their numbers are fairly sizable and growing.
So this is our key right here. Like, this is where we need to go.
Bus would be asking, is there anybody that you know that's on the docket soon?
Ooh, that's a great question. This guy is open to answer any questions, and I'm going to say, let me roll on this one. We know of a case that is going to be coming up soon. It's about 3-4 days out. We haven't been able to turn the guy over to our side yet, but he seems amenable to the. He seems like he would be on our side, but we don't know for certain yet. So we haven't broached the subject with him, and we haven't been able to convince anybody that has a petition to join us. We've got to be very careful, because if Alexander gets wind that we exist, he won't put us in jail. He'll burn the fucking town down around us.
We're aware. You don't have to
no.
tell us.
Oh no, when he sees our face, he's gonna flip shit. That's not the point.
Yeah.
Wait. Alexander knows you?
Mm-hmm.
He knows of us.
Oh no, he knows us.
Right.
I'm a
Not
big
a
fucking
fan.
lizard he ran into. I'm not sure if he knows me.
I'm a big
For sure, he
fucking
doesn't know
lizard.
me.
All right, so I'm gonna go to.
He knows me.
Yeah.
Oh, he definitely knows me.
He knows one of me.
All right, so
Oh, that'd be the coolest twist. What if it turned out Ansel was like a fucking meat puppet for Razul?
Mm,
Oh,
Enzel's been a corpse
That
the whole time.
would be amazing.
My big
Best
beefy
twist.
corpse boy.
so
That
would be
God, I
fucking
love the fantasy name generator.
Oh, God.
So we're meeting tonight in the basement of the Impolite Onion.
What
That's
the fuck?
that's a tearful onion.
The
Because the rude tube was already taken.
the Impolite
Where's it
Onion. Somebody write that down
Macho
for Sammy.
pigeon.
The Macho
The
Pigeon
impolite onion.
and the Impolite Onion.
Right, onion.
Yeah. What are they? Well, another one is the Needy Oyster, but I didn't use that one.
No.
Margarine shallot.
The Needy Oyster sounded like a place that had prostitutes, but that's just me. Anyway,
Yeah, what is it called? It's the what onion? Sorry.
it's the
Impolite.
Impolite Onion. I love the names that this thing comes up with.
Right.
Yeah, we're meeting tonight in the basement. He gives you a code word, and he says, "Meet us there. We'll give you all the information we have, and we're going to ask some information of you.
Okay.
the code word.
Make up whatever code word you want, and that's what it is.
Potato.
Code word
The
is
code word is potato.
Potato.
So basically, when you go in,
Jesus.
when you go into the inn, you ask
I feel
ask
vaguely
for
offended.
something for food, and when he says, "What would you like?" just say a potato, and he goes, "Would you like anything else?" "Nope, just a potato."
Like it's stuffed and boiled with
Right.
chives.
And then he'll give you a big surreptitious wink and let you go downstairs.
Okay, cool.
It'd be funny if he just gave you a potato.
Fine.
I'm sorry, we're in the wrong place, sir.
Potatoes.
That's next door at the Impolite Avocado.
Oh yeah.
So, are there any other questions that you want to try and glean, or do you want to go to tonight?
Where's your standing with the guards of the sewer?
The guards of the sewer.
That might be a
yeah.
night question.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long is the wait till night?
You guys have gone to different parts of the city. It's taking you a while to get there. You've done your questioning, blah blah blah, whatever, and now you come back. You are at the Macho Pigeon again, and you trade stories, and you all know what all of you knew. If you told everything, I assume you did.
Yeah, odd question,
Don't
Dave.
go back. Yes.
I assume the guards live in the castle.
Some of the guards live in the stronghold area, but there are other guard places around because this place has got like a standing army.
Okay.
So there is a place. Let me find it here. So this area right here
Fuck me. All right.
is like a military base. They've got a navy.
Oh wow.
Makes sense. They're a
Yeah, so
port
this
city.
has got like base housing, and there
Still
are
a long ways to get to the stronghold.
It is, but that's the army. This is where they keep like
Yeah.
personal guards, and there's probably a rotating schedule where people are coming and going and blah blah
Now
blah.
it's time for me to pull my big shit. Are you ready?
Let's
Do it, sir.
do this.
How big is this river?
How big is that river? It's really not that big. Let's look at it.
Are you
So
gonna triple the Kingston in?
Dude, you said a block is 200 foot. That's a big ass fucking river.
it's like 100 foot across. That's not that big.
All right, what type of bridges are here, sir?
Raised stone bridge.
So it's a stone bridge. Okay. All
It's
right.
it's heavy enough that multiple carts and horses could go over it at a time.
All right, I'm ready to go to the night shift.
Oh boy.
All right, so
Wait, so again, how long do we have between like
you're pretty
night.
much there. It's going to be time, unless there's
okay.
is there something else that you wanted to do?
make a potion, make a poison?
You aren't gonna have time.
Okay.
Sorry to say. When you're crafting and things like that, it takes hours and hours.
That's why I was asking how many hours we had.
There you go. So you guys are going to meet. Let me see where exactly the impolite onion is here.
Let's all go to the incontinent mushroom.
Okay. So it's in an older part of town. The inn is now called the Incontinent Mushroom, and it's right there.
I need a tomato, sir.
Oh, the obstinate tomato, and
So you
Cool.
go to the Incontinent Mushroom, and you guys go walking in. The innkeeper says, "Hello." The place is fucking packed. I mean, it is just packed as shit, even as late as it is. There's a guy strumming a lute in the corner. Nobody's paying him any fucking attention at all. He's not bad. He's pretty decent. Just nobody's paying him any attention. They're all sullen and in their cups, and there's a pall over the entire place. Smoke rises from the chimney. It's like nobody's cleaned it, so there's a haze over the entire place. Pipe smoke fills the room. It looks like it's seen better days. And the innkeeper comes over and says, what do you lot want?
Potato.
Nothing else? You want nothing else? Just that?
Just that.
wrong bar.
Ah, for God's sake. All right, well, we only sell potatoes in one place, and that's through the doors back there. So get out of my bar. And he points to the back door and has you go that way.
Thank you.
All right, so you go that way, and there is a back door, but there's also stairs going down to your right. There's a couple of guys that are standing down at the bottom of the stairs with a closed door, and they've both got cudgels in their hands, and they look nervous. They don't look like they're all that tough, but they look nervous.
All right, Senor Iguana, this is your chance.
Hello.
And they
Me gusta.
they start a little bit, and they look up at you, and they look at each other, and they go, "Hi,
How are you doing today, guys?
great. You?
So you gonna let me in that door, or am I gonna have to make you go through it yourself?
Who sent you?
A guy said potato, and I said potato.
So the one looks at the other one and shrugs, and they open the door and let you in. So the door opens up, and as the top is very, very smoky, this place down here is actually really immaculate. All of the casks of wine and beer have been shoved off to one side, and there are strings of sausages, and it's chilly down in here for some reason.
Oh, it's a fire hall.
Yeah, and so all of that stuff has been shoved off to the side. This place is fucking huge. It's as big as the rest of the inn.
Right.
And there's probably 40 people in here. And they all stop and look up at you. And the one guy goes, hey, this is the guy I was telling you about.
Oh boy.
And a guy gets up, and he is wearing like immaculate finery. As a matter of fact, he looks a lot like the clothing that they were trying to sell you, Ansel. And he says, "Potato, huh?
Potato.
Come in. Have a seat." And he gestures.
I am so glad you didn't try to have them have a ruckus with me, because I would have threw them people through a door.
Oh, dude, I would have helped. It would have been amazing.
I'm just saying, Dave.
They were
This guy
they
would have
were
seen his
just
guards
people.
going through. Yeah.
Don't care.
Bus just goes 7 silver for this.
7 silver.
So
They tried to.
so he
Your
says
clothes are
7 silver for what?
for your clothes.
You want to give me 7 silver for my clothes?
No, I can't understand why it cost you 7 silver. They look horrible on you.
Somebody
Oh
tried
my
to charge.
God.
Somebody tried to sell you my clothes for 7 silver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clothes that look like yours, yeah.
I bought these for a silver. You guys were getting rooked.
No, what a shock.
Hey, these guys
No.
are tourists. Get them for everything they've got.
So go ahead and have a seat. And they gesture to some empty stools.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand because that's me.
Okay, so you stand.
Serious question.
I'll sit.
Yeah.
Serious question, Jack.
Seriously, out of character. Can I have like 30 seconds to go grab a drink?
Knock
Yeah,
yourself out, dude.
Okay.
Please do.
I'm on wired headphones, so I can't walk away now.
No, you're totally fine.
Well,
That's cool.
It's been an hour and a half. We could probably go for a break.
If you want, that's fine. I don't have to poop anymore.
I might
Bus
not
wouldn't
be
sit
able
because Tails and he doesn't trust the stool.
God damn it. Hang on. Don't make any more fucking jokes. I want to hear it.
Dude,
We'll be back
I
in
can
a few minutes.
imagine the
Okay.
chair that you would have to sit in have a sloped back to it, like down to the ground for your tail to go through a hole.
Yep.
So
It looks
essentially,
like
we
an
just
adult in a kindergartner's plastic chair. Back, hang on.
Cowboys.
That's how I look when I do improv in grade schools and I'm trying to find a chair to sit. I'm like, nope, we're standing for this today.
They have you do improv at a grade school?
I mean, we teach. We do like little workshops and stuff like that.
Oh, I would hate to do that. Doing a high school was bad enough.
Yeah, because all of them thought you weren't funny.
Well, actually they did. But you really have to watch out what you say. They want you to go in directions that the teachers don't want you to go.
Watermelon.
So you ask them for things like, "Hey, give me a job," and it's always gonna be like hooker, or give me an item of clothing, a thong, stuff like that.
That post-prom night, the kids were well behaved. The parents were the one yelling hooker and proctologist at us.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the one that was it you or Randy that said, "All right, you want to go there? Let's go."
Probably me. That feels like me.
Is this like improv night or something?
No,
We
we
did
used
a
to be an
post-prom.
improv troupe.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I
three
mean,
questions.
Dave, how am I supposed to know your history? You've been around for a long time.
That's
Yeah,
true.
Joe.
We invented improv.
Yes.
I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked. You're the reason why we have Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Whose history
Yes.
is it anyway? Exactly.
There you go.
On the 6th day, the Lord created the suggestion.
and someone said a dildo.
El dildo.
Speaking of improv, I still think my favorite thing of all time was like the clip show montage of Whose Line Is It Anyway, where the censor gets mad about shit.
Yes.
They're like suggestions. They're like people with frizzy hair. That doesn't pass the censor's.
The Bill Cosby Hitler taping night.
Oh God.
Where, that's an infamous night where it was just like nothing was okay. Yeah. I think they made the joke about you said frizzy. Yeah, I think that's the same clip. Yeah, now that you say that out loud.
Yeah, probably.
Where Ryan's like, well, you said frizzy hair. Nobody likes frizzy hair. We can't do frizzy hair.
Right.
when it was like probably something else.
I mean, I love their improv, but like the stuff where like the censor poo-poos them is some of the funniest shit in the world. Because it's like the frizzy hair one stuck out to me because just like what about that doesn't pass ethics? Like,
Yeah.
oh, I can't make fun of people with frizzy hair. What?
I just wish when we were doing improv that we would have been able to have, reshoots and
Yeah.
practice
Right.
lines and
Well, because they do four shows
Right.
at a time too,
then
Right.
cut down the best
and then
stuff.
cut the hell out of it.
Yeah. A lot of people think that it's all, and it is made up on the spot. Don't get me wrong, it's made up on the spot, but they think that the whole show is made up on the spot right then and there, and it's like, no.
You get the best bits.
Yes.
Well, and that's the whole thing with the clip show. They show all the stuff where they went, no.
This was a bit crap. Yeah. The uncensored ones are also fun when you
Right.
hear them do and it makes me feel a lot better about when we do if and when we do hoedown, because I'm like, okay, these guys do it professionally and they still mess up.
Yeah.
It's fun to hear Drew Carey screw it up.
Oh yeah.
Because the guys that are on there are normally pretty, they've been doing it long enough that when the screw ups are usually like, that was okay, not oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, singing improv is really hard.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Why Wayne Brady has a career basically.
Pretty much.
But we
Is
did
that
it,
always-
didn't we, Eric? We
Yeah.
had some good times. We were able to do it.
I remember the club vibe night where we literally did not give a fuck about the evening.
Oh,
I
God.
know, and it was a great night.
It really was.
Yeah, we did a club vibe. It was we came on after a drag show.
Oh, nice.
And so everybody that was there were like drag queens, and it was a
Right.
gay bar. It was fun. It was a good
You're
time.
telling me these people with a sense of humor.
Yeah.
Well, but what was weird is like half the crowd for the drag show
Right.
bolted to get out of that building. So I was like, okay, this is half the crowd. And the ones who stuck after were half in the bag.
Yeah.
And so
But they were involved.
they were involved.
Yeah.
We played Daddy Likey. It felt like we played Daddy Likey for hours.
Yeah. Daddy Likey is a game that's very crass. It's a closer. It's really dirty, and it's I like my women like I like my blank. So give us an item, and then you have to do that. And
Oh,
the
yeah.
worse it is, the better it comes over.
And I sell my soul in that game.
Oh, like
It's-
I don't?
Yeah, I know.
Me and you are always
Guys,
racing to the
humanity.
bottom.
The guy who can find the worst, like most horrible set of phrases wins.
Yeah.
Kind
So
of.
yeah, when the crowd goes, "Ooh, you won."
Yeah.
Right. I
It-
can't think of a
it's-
good example of that, but we've had a couple on Cards for Humanity where it's like, oh, that's a crime against humanity, man. Woo.
Back.
It's like I like the one I remember most is toaster,
Everybody
then
misses
microwave.
toaster. Yeah.
where it's like I like a woman like I like my toaster in the bath.
Clearly, you don't have GFCIs. Goddamn.
Yeah, we had one guy that at one show he won the game, flat out won
Yeah.
the game.
But then he
was an
kept doing
old-
it at every
yeah,
show.
he was an older dude. He was like 70 years old,
Right.
and it was like spatula. And he goes, "I
It
like
was
my women
colander.
colander. I like my women like I like my colander." 16 years old, never been used.
Oh.
Yeah.
my God.
The place fucking fell apart.
Coming out of a voice that sounded like Santa.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, that's the best one.
Yeah, and the place just fucking fell apart. But then he knew that was a good line, so every show we had after that, he
Used
dropped that
everyone.
line. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Regardless of if it worked.
yes. So anyway, Sammy's back.
Let's do it.
Damn.
Let's do this. So
Ike, are you back?
Ike's been
Yeah, I've been
muted
here.
this whole time.
I've
Okay.
been here the
That's
whole
it.
time.
I thought you were
I'm
here.
just-
I'm sure.
So I just muted my mic because I'm watching a Saints game and I don't want to accidentally yell and mix it up.
okay.
Fair enough.
All
You
right.
don't
So
want to
you're in
remember.
this meeting, and they start to. It's really wild because they are talking amongst themselves and they're trying to figure out exactly what they should do. They're all filled with piss and vinegar and righteousness. but none of them really know what to do.
All right. Look,
Enter Ansel.
how much of the town do you want to burn?
We don't want to burn any of the town. This is where we live.
I need 2 bridges in the water.
What? You want what? What do you mean 2 bridges in the water? We've got bridges.
No, I need them in the water. Or you need people on them blocking the fucking guards from getting to that stronghold.
I see. When you say in the water, you wanted to destroy them.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
How many people do we have?
there are we know of a number of sympathizers, but we don't have a huge number because everybody is afraid to be involved.
What is the highest ranking military sympathizer you have?
The highest ranking military sympathizer we have. Ooh, that's a very interesting question. Does he know? You figure the guy is probably about 8th level. He's probably around lieutenant.
Okay.
Can we get contact with this guy?
Well, we can contact that guy.
We
Why?
need the bridges in the ground.
We need to start him convincing, seeing if we can pull any guards off. See if he's
How
able
long-
to convince
okay,
people.
I have a question. How long do you want this whole charade to go? Because that, I'm not saying it's a bad idea, but would take a month.
So
I don't know how time passes so in this game, to be honest.
Ike is suggesting that you talk to the military and foment discord from within.
Yep.
And you are saying let's blow shit up.
Dude.
Okay, they each have so the problem with each of yours, and then this is the stuff that they're talking amongst themselves, saying they're trying to be conciliatory, and at the same time they're not trying to scare you away or anything like that, you know what I mean? But they say, okay, so yours we can certainly do. That would take a really long time. And yours, yes, it would be quick, but I don't know if we have the kind of power to be able to do that yet.
If you can free the tiny one, he can bring hell upon you.
I mean, we don't even need that to happen. We have a guy that's sitting right beside us that can bring hellfire down on stuff if we wanted to be that way with it. But
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about, sir. I could not do such a thing.
I mean, we just need bridges to be blocked. I mean, how many people do we have? I mean, this guy that's in the military, how many people can he maybe turn to that? You know, like at that time, like can he put his squadron right there? Because
or something like this. He could prevent the alarms being raised so the army never knows to come defend the castle.
Okay, but there's still the people that are guarding that are within the castle, and we know there's anywhere from 50 to 150 at any one time guarding the walls and inside.
okay, that's fine, but do you want another 300 on top of that?
Oh, no, I totally understand. So, yeah, I mean, we can come up with a plan to block. I mean, even, we can drive carts in the middle of them and set them on fire. I don't want to destroy our bridges.
Look, I've had a house destroyed. I've had a bar burned. No, I'm in the wrong character right now. I'm sorry.
He's yelling for us.
He's had a house destroyed that he was in for one day.
Alexander has already burned down one town. What would stop him from burning another?
Right.
So what is the price
We
of
can get up to him.
What is the price of 2 bridges over the entire town?
Right.
Is what the way you're putting it.
Yeah,
and I know I'm putting words into your mouth. I'm sorry, but
what's up, Sammy?
Can I also mention that he also sent a succubus and a vampire after us? 2 bridges?
I mean, none of that matters.
But these bridges have to stay pristine, guys.
You gotta understand, what he did to y'all doesn't really matter. we
Yeah, it kind of does. It's proving
It
the point
matters
that
to
he will
us. It
go
doesn't matter
to
to the
whatever
town.
length.
he's already destroyed the town, or
Let-
basically taken more out of town.
Let's put
This
in
isn't
perspective.
easy. The town is already ready to revolt. If we
Amon,
can use that,
Amon, what you need to understand is we barely even interacted with him. He's been sending assassins after us nonstop. What will he do if he's really threatened?
Also, the last time we saw him, he was a monk. You know what kind of magic monks have?
Mind magic, which is why he's
Or
got.
we can just treat him like Hitler and make him commit suicide. I mean,
I wish it was that easy.
I mean, if we show him that he's surrounded, he might just blow his brains in. I mean,
What I wouldn't do to have word of God right now and make him kill himself. It would make Jack chaotic evil, but it would be worth every fucking moment. Just be like,
do y'all have
die.
anyone working on the inside?
yeah, that'd be a good question.
Now, this is kind of a low chance. As a matter of fact, we do have a guy on the inside. He can get us information, but he can't get us anything, and he can't get anything in. Any of the servants or anybody that has to leave the stronghold is thoroughly searched when they leave and when they come back.
Which means you'd have to sympathize with the searcher.
How about them sewers?
Quick question, Dave. A little meta here.
That's what I'm thinking.
Does Alexander know who me and Ansel are?
Okay, so you and Ansel are both from the town, right? From Coventry. Did we
Yeah.
say that?
Yeah.
All right, so there is a chance that he does, but he kind of thought you guys were beneath him as first level schmoes, so he may not know you. I'm going to say a 10% chance each. So this is going to be for Ansel, and this is going to be for Ammon. He doesn't know or give a shit about either one of you.
Then, with your guy inside, would he be able to help us get a job working in the castle? So Alexander doesn't know who we are.
I don't know.
I took a hell of a charisma.
I
roll.
need to get on this docket.
You need to get on a docket to get inside. We've been trying to
Yes.
get somebody inside for a while. About the only thing you might be able to do is find somebody who's already on the docket and somehow take their place.
Which we got that guy. We have a name. We don't have a.
Yes,
We don't have a gateway.
correct.
What's the name of the fellow? Or name of the fellow / where he's located.
Okay, so the name of the fella. Go to the fantasy name generator. And this is going to be real names. You got to remember, these are French names.
No.
His name
God
is
damn it.
Anatole Courteau. What's the matter, Sammy?
Didn't you hear Wada?
Oh, did he go? Oh.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
write that down, right? You wrote that down?
Anatole Corot.
Anatole Courteau.
I'm not taking notes today.
I know you're not. That's why I put it. You're going to watch
Oh.
the replay and write things down. So I typed it in chat. So you can
Okay, so essentially we need to go figure out who the fuck is.
So he is a merchant from one of the mid-range areas, like somewhere over here. And him and another guy have a. They both sell specialty items, and each one claims that they are the original, and so they are going to be going up and petitioning for the rights to the name and the items. And so that's why they are going in. Now, again, he is sympathetic, but he's never been reached out to about revolution.
Okay, so we can go maybe talk to him and see if one of us might be able to take his place for the argument.
that would certainly be a thing you could do.
We don't necessarily need him on the side of the revolution. We just need him to allow us to take a spot.
Well,
So, yeah.
Or I could convince both of them to let us on the spot.
So
Yeah.
Ansel and Ammon are going to argue for both sides of this.
all right.
The
So,
weirdest
Give me
bullshit show.
one quick second. I go grab my food. It's just got delivered.
alrighty. I'm glad he told us. So you guys can reach out to Anatole and talk to him at any time.
Okay, cool.
Let's do that now.
Yeah, let's go talk to him.
Okay, let's wait just a little bit for Ike to come back.
Probably would clock the room and just kind of see the makeup. Or do we have any like bulky fighter-looking dudes? Do they all seem to be like farmers?
They all seem to be like, most of them are normal people, although Sam does notice that there are a couple of people with classes in here. The noble guy that you talk to, he is a fighter type. He is probably about your level. There is a
Okay.
guy that's kind of hanging around to the back. He is probably a thief of some sort, and he is more than likely higher level than you.
The other question I would ask, and I know by its nature, it would be hard for a schmuck like me to know, do we have any monks in the room?
So
I can
Sam
look.
does not notice any, but if she rolled her heraldry, if she rolls right and there are any here, then I will tell her.
Oh my god.
That guy over there
I-
might be a monk, but only because he looks monk-like.
And I can't throw enough luck your way to make that work.
I don't think we can without just demolishing ourselves.
Nope.
Yeah.
So no monks that you can see. But monks
And
can just
nobody
wear
else?
regular clothes and kick ass.
Yeah.
Can we just ask? I mean, there are
Yeah. So you
allies.
say,
Anyone have a
okay,
fist?
anybody here a monk? And one guy raises his hand and goes, I am. I'm a monk.
What level are you?
Fantastic, are you mentally?
So you ask, what dawn are you? And he's 4th.
What's his name?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay.
No, I thought you was just literally gonna bring Nawade in here, and I was gonna laugh.
No, his
Well,
name
they wouldn't
is
have magic anyway.
Roland Bissonnet.
Roland Bissonnet?
Roland Bissonnet.
Roland Bisquick, got it.
Look at that.
Pancake. Your nickname is Pancake.
What
You fucker,
is...
you made me choke on my Chex Mix. I fucking hate you.
Choke on my Chex Mix!
This is all I can think of when you said that, Wada.
Not Roland.
Half pass, kiss my grits. Choke on my shit.
I'm Roland.
Mother rolling shit.
Alright, so yeah, there you go.
All
All right,
right.
what I miss?
What do you need? Oh, they looked around to see if anybody had any classes, and they couldn't find a monk, so they go, is anybody here a monk? And this guy raises his hand and goes, I'm a monk.
We're calling him Pancake because he's rolling bits quick and he can flip real easily.
Roland Bissonnet, not fucking Roland Bisquick.
Close enough.
Oh, it's Roland Bisquick now. Fuck it, I don't care. Roland Bisquick.
Put it in the
I
chat.
don't remember what level Alexander
4th Dan.
was
So,
when we met him.
Alexander was a couple levels of higher of us.
yeah.
I'm looking again. It's gonna take me a second. But let me
Roland
see.
Bisquick.
That says Roland,
God
sir.
damn it.
His name is Roland Bisquick.
Yeehaw namaste, y'all.
Yeah, namaste.
Namaste.
Let me go home to my sister, and I'll be back in a minute,
Okay.
guys.
So
Oh,
we
I-
were level 1, and he was third or
He's gone
fourth
up
level.
he's gone up in levels as well.
So, we're gonna guess he's probably roughly either about a 6th or 7th level.
Let's just say he's not going to be a pushover. He's going to be a challenge.
Well, Well, that's when I finally get inside that stronghold with rolling Bisquick here, sir.
Eric, we're level 5. He's probably more like 8 or
9.
9.
Yeah.
Okay, forgive me. I was being nice to us.
It's okay. And the monk
He's
we have
level
here
15.
is like
Funk. Dead.
a
4.
lower level than us. He's
But
level
you
4.
gotta think. Are y'all ready?
Mm.
Is he really a monk of 8th or 9th level? Or has he bought his skills thinking he was better than everybody else and just is like a 6th or 7th level?
That's possible too, but we don't know for sure. I opened the wrong document. God damn it.
All right,
All
so you guys can ask questions about these guys. Basically, what we're doing now is we're making plans. What is your plans going to be for Stolman de Castle?
I want to go talk to Antoinette. Or Antoli, sorry.
All right, so you want to go talk to Anatole.
Is that the one that's on the inside?
Anatole is one of the guys who has a petition, and they want to see if they can talk him into taking his place.
Yes.
Okay.
So
I'll go
you
with
go
him.
to Anatole, and it's very easy to find Anatole's shop. It's right next to another shop, and Anatole's shop, by the way, looks older, and the newer shop looks like it has been renovated really, really well, and the signs are nearly identical.
It's a Juicy Lucy debate.
So, what this guy does is he is a brewmeister, and he has a specific form of whiskey that he makes. And a guy apparently moved in next to him and either copied his recipe or did whatever, but he does the same thing, and he's calling it exactly the same thing, or just a little bit off, just to confuse people into buying his stuff.
So is Pepsi okay?
Exactly. So it's like Jack Daniels, and next door is a guy named, Jack Daniels, that kind of thing.
Ooh.
And so what's happening is Anatole is taking his petition to the stronghold to try and get the name and say, yes, this is mine, this is my recipe, that motherfucker needs to stop.
So it's a Juicy Lucy. That's exactly what it is.
I always feel like it's like, Jack, Jim, and John.
I don't know what a Juicy Lucy is, but I understand it, and I don't want to take the time to go over it.
Motherfucker, you're dead to me. Juicy Lucy's are the true way.
It's nothing. It's just there's 2 restaurants in Minnesota that claim that they created the Juicy Lucy.
Created it, yeah.
Gotcha. I figured if I Googled Juicy Lucy, I wouldn't be able to look at the stuff on
Patty with
stream.
cheese inside of it,
It's a hamburger, my guy.
It's a hamburger patty with the cheese inside. So when you cut it open, it oozes. hot
I've
molten
seen that
cheddar
movie.
cheese.
All right, so you go and you enter Anatole's store, and lining the walls is this label, and he's got signs in there that has the label on it. It's really cool looking place. And he says, "Oh, hello there! Welcome to my shop. Would you like a taste?"
How many people are in here?
I'm gonna say there is a 30% chance that there are people in there. There's nobody in there but you.
I'm taking a drink.
So you're gonna take a drink?
Yep.
All right, so it's amazing. Holy shit, this stuff is good. Nummy, nummy. Num 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 num.
Okay, cool.
So cool. So this is the guy that's been talking to the inside group people, right? Or they're thinking about talking to the inside group?
They know him to be a sympathizer, but they haven't talked to him about revolution.
All right, so I'm just gonna look at him, and we're gonna sit down, and I'm just gonna. Is there any chairs around me?
Yeah, there are actual tasting tables where you can sit and talk. It's like a cigar bar.
Cool. Can I motion him to sit?
Yeah, and he doesn't have anything else to do, so he's like, I can do this.
Awesome. Bus, you're the interrogator. Have fun.
Oh, Jesus, what?
Have a seat. Talk to him, Bus. So this big yellow lizard comes walking over. Hey.
By the way, lovely drink. Just as a heads up, it's delightful. It really hits the back of your throat well.
So he's a little bit apprehensive because you guys all came in together, and now you like, so like he says, "Come over, boss, come here." And so you tower over him as he's seated. He kind of leans back in his chair a little bit.
I mean, I can back up if you don't want to lean. I'm just not good with stools.
Okay.
Fair. Look, we're not here to harm you. We're not here to do anything untoward. All right, I'm here with a smile and a favor.
Okay. What's your favor? By the way, this guy is a human.
Sure he is.
So having
And I
two
am going
giant
to
lizards
roll
talk to
something
him?
really quick here.
If you say I'm a biggin, I
Alright.
swear to God.
No, so by your large.
You're aware.
So yeah, that doesn't sound ominous at all. Why are you here?
Well, look. We would like... I understand you have a petition on the docket?
Yes, in 3 days I go before the magistrate in the stronghold.
Fantastic. We would like to help you by going in and petitioning on your behalf.
Your lawyers?
Looks around at the room. Sure.
Ray, if someone asks if you're a lawyer, you say yes.
You're a lawyer.
You're lawyers.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can afford a lawyer. Business has been down since Dickless here opened
Pro
his shop.
You're that right, Your Honor. He has no dick.
Pro bono.
It'll be on
We
the
want to go
house.
pro bono because you appear to not have a boner. So we're going
My
to...
God.
We'd be willing to assist you a free charge. We just want to be able to petition on your behalf. He is starting to slightly panic because he can't believe this is actually working.
Oh,
I
don't jinx
mean,
it.
look, I can walk next door and punch the guy in the face if you want me to.
That is also a tactic that
I-
could easily be
What
manipulated.
I
could
can't be
poison
seen.
the guy's beer supplies, which will ruin his company.
Holy shit! What?
Right, well,
Not kill people,
I don't want him,
just make
I
them
don't want him
sick. for a day.
dead.
I just want
Guys.
to hit him.
Oh my God.
I mean, if you want him dead, I could do that too. I was
No,
thinking I
what?
would just.
No!
maybe Amon and Ansel
I don't
should,
think you guys
get
are lawyers
outside.
at all.
I'll walk
oh, those two,
outside.
no.
Oh, I'm
No,
not.
Those two aren't lawyers. No.
I
That
was
was
here
a
to
thief.
solve a. You have a problem. I'm here to fix it.
You're a lizard
There are
lawyer?
protection.
Amon,
Don't worry about it.
My friend, my compatriot. For the good of everyone in the room right now, shut up. You're not helping.
He looks a little frightened of all of you now, and he goes, "What do you guys want? I don't think you're. I don't believe you. Did he send you? Is he trying to?
No one sent us.
Wait,
no
wait.
one.
Dipshit next door sent you, and you're gonna go in and you're gonna kneecap me just so he wins.
Literally just said he was willing to punch dipshit in the head.
Can I try public speaking on
You certainly can.
Please, for the love of God, do it.
I was trying to get a word in edgewise.
Don't. Just
Why did you?
fucking.
What?
Roll it, baby.
Hang on, I'm trying.
Roll them bones.
I will throw a luck at that.
You will throw a luck in there. So you sit down and you lean in and you say, "My good sir, I am a priest of Naru, and I believe in healing and the goodness of man, and I am sincere when I say to you, we are not here to harm you in any way." And you just start pouring it on. And he doesn't really believe you, but then he says something about, you say something about having helped this group. You actually mentioned being part of the group that goes in and helps out the prisoners. And his eyes soften a little bit and he goes, My brother was a prisoner there, and the priests of Nauru helped heal him when no one else would. And so he's totally bought in with what you're saying now.
But I mean that's also the truth for Jack too. Like I mean he would heal his enemies if it were within reason.
Except for Alexander.
Alexander's a little more personal.
That's a good point. That's good.
I mean, Jack kind of thinks of poor Razul as his brother, and he just basically heard and saw, his brother being tortured. He's young and he's impassionate and he's gonna die a horrible slow death at the head of somebody in this party.
Right. So your words have touched him.
Again.
Your words have touched him, and he says, If I let you go in and you fail on my behalf, I lose my business. As much as I want to take you up on it, I don't know if I can afford to take the chance.
What if you murdered the other guy?
Oh my god.
I don't want to murder anyone.
Okay. Well,
Now, if he went out of business somehow.
Oh, we can do that too. Sure.
But now that if anybody knows that I was talking to you and that happens, they're gonna.
Nobody knows.
I'm gonna be a suspect right away.
Well, of course, but you'll be smart enough not to say anything.
About what?
Meeting us.
Oh, okay. I can't know anything about it. If you take care of my problem before we do this, I will help you. But we won't need a petition anymore.
We can figure out a way to ruin his business without the public knowing.
Okay. So why do you, if you don't want a petition on my behalf and you can fix this without lawyering, why do you want my petition?
We need in.
Need to the stronghold?
Yeah.
Why?
A friend of ours.
A friend of yours is being held captive?
Yes.
Yes.
And you want to break him out?
Yes.
That's the short end of the story.
You take care of my problem, I will let you go in. And he sizes up Jack and he says, you're the only one. Oh, actually, I got to see how close he is. Ammon's a human too, right?
Nope.
No, Ammon's a cat.
Ammon's a cat. So Jack is the only one. So from 1 to 100, how close does Jack look to this guy?
Upon hearing that, Bus just goes, "Oh boys!" as he leaves the tent.
So he's about. You don't look all that much alike.
Well, I could just say I was his legal representative. Like,
that's true. That is certainly true.
Well,
Someone
wait,
holler
I'm
for
still
me?
outside, so I can't make the.
All right, so Bus calls you guys back in.
I would be more. No, I'd exit.
Oh, so
and
you
I'd
go out
find
with
them
them.
outside.
So Kieran and Bones, you're still in there with the guy. Kieran being the sympathetic one that she is, and Bones laying down his line of talk, successfully talk.
right. Just
So
barely, but still.
what do you three talk about out there?
I want to know, because he said his brother was a prisoner, right?
Was.
He's dead now.
I want to give him an ear. I want him to be like to tell me about it. We can sympathize because our friend is there, and we're
Took that
I'm
statement
gonna
too
play the
literally.
damsel in distress a little bit here. We need to save our friend. Can you tell us what you know?
Yeah,
Why was
so
your brother there?
roll charisma and I will give you a bonus. So roll under charisma, you have a bonus.
Oh.
Why?
I can give you 2.
You need 2.
I can give you 2.
Are you sure?
Yes.
So
Okay.
yeah, he's like, it's after 8 o'clock. Yeah, I can give you 2.
She gave me two at the start.
That's true.
Right.
Good point.
I
So
would have given her. A
so
two if she did that.
he breaks down and tells the tale of how his brother was someone who would sell frequently to the castle and to the king, and some of his goods were sold there. And when this Alexander guy moved in, his brother tried to force his way in, and Alexander had him taken captive, and they stuck him in an oubliette.
Oof.
Oh, Jesus.
Good God.
And for those of you who don't know what an oubliette is, it is a hole with a grate over it that they just throw people into and basically forget about them. Sometimes they were put under like outhouses or privies. They might throw food down, they might not, and they would put several people down there, and then they would either die of starvation or they would cannibalize each other. It's a horrible thing. It's worse than a prison, and
It's
there's no
literally the
reason
whole
why such a
and
minor
loop.
infraction should have gone there.
Right.
Does he know for a fact that his brother's gone?
I don't think
like
we're ever gonna
dead?
get our fucking pizza.
Oh my God, are you still waiting on your pizza?
How long ago did you order it?
It's been on its way for 10 minutes.
You ordered it? What did you fucking order it from Louisville?
Dude, the pizza place is literally right down the road from
I
us.
know. So
You gotta understand on a football night.
So you
pizza
know
places
that you know for a fact that he was thrown down in the oubliette, but you don't know he hasn't been seen since. And it's really kind of a miscarriage of justice that such a minor thing was sent to the oubliette to begin with. That's usually reserved for the worst of the worst, like serial killers or things like that.
Right.
Enemy nobles. So he was one of the first people that was made an example of.
Jesus.
I want to tell him a little bit about what we've been through because of Alexander. Not a lot, not in a great detail, but I want to say that a lot of innocent lives have been taken at the hands of Alexander. His brother's just one of many.
Okay. So Bus and Ansel and Ammon are outside talking. What are you guys planning?
I just need somebody to hold a door.
Sabotage.
Okay. So
Just saying.
all right, so who's holding the door for him?
I'll hold the door.
So Bus goes walking over and opens the door to the other place. And Ansel
much
goes
I-
walking in.
And then the door closes, and I take my warhammer and I go, you know, like the I just
like
hit
you're
my
cocking
shoulder.
like you're cocking a shotgun. Ka-chick, ka-chick. So, what
Sure
are
is
you
good outside in this plausible deniability.
what do you plan on doing with said warhammer?
Well, I'm probably going to fucking jail, guys.
Jesus, my guy.
I'm just gonna start swinging
At
the whatever I can hit.
okay, so there's a guy there that comes in. Oh, may I help you? Oh my God! And you pull out your warhammer and you start swinging. Are you swinging at the guy or are you swinging at other things?
What am I
You said-
swinging at, Dave?
I don't know.
I'm not swinging at the guy. I'm not that stupid.
Okay, so
Do
you're
you
going after his
are?
inventory.
Stock, yes.
So you start just ripping the shit bottles, glasses flying everywhere. The guy's going, "Stop! No, stop! What are you doing? Stop! Oh my God! Help! Somebody help!" And he goes running out the fucking door, or he tries to. Buzz is standing right there.
I'm sitting on the door.
Pretty much. I'm gonna go.
So are
grab
you
the
holding
guy.
the door closed?
Kind of.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he goes trying to run out the door, and he have you seen the video of that guy that tries to jump out the hotel window? Do you know what I'm talking about? Cops go in to talk to this guy, he tries to jump out of the hotel window, and he just bounces off of the fucking thing. That's what this guy does. So he's dazed and laying on the floor.
And I'm just gonna look at him and say, "Stay there."
And he starts to cry a little bit. He's just a dude. He doesn't have a class
I
or
don't
anything.
care.
I know. So you just start.
I'm going upstairs, downstairs, everything done.
So Sam and Jack, and of course Anatole. Yeah, Sam and Jack and Anatole. You hear screaming and yelling and crashing coming from the building next to you. You're very, very close, and you guys look at each other and you all realize what must be happening right now.
Oh God.
I gotta do something, guys.
No, that's perfectly fine. So you lay waste to this guy's entire fucking building, and by the way, you go downstairs and you see a bunch of bottles from the guy next door.
Okay.
And the label is obviously been copied and changed just a little bit.
And now I'm gonna stop, and I'm gonna pick up this bottle, and I'm just gonna go sit beside him.
Okay, and he leans back against the door and whimpers a little bit. Don't kill me.
Look, we can do this one or two ways right now, buddy. You let me go argue on your behalf about this whole fight you have with this guy next door. I'm gonna continue this bullshit.
Oh my god!
I love this. This is amazing.
We are doing surgery right now with a sharpened rock.
I want you to do a charisma additive.
Charisma dude.
You're intimidating him now.
The charisma.
Oh God!
Hang on.
Well, he's scared. That makes sense.
So you loom over him and you smile, and your little sharp teeth. He says, "Okay, all right. You let me live, let me go, and I promise I'll stop."
No, I don't want you to stop. I want the show to keep going.
You want what?
I just need inside that stronghold, buddy. I don't care what you do.
But
He didn't send me. I just overheard a conversation.
I don't understand. You didn't come over. Anatole didn't send you?
Who the hell are you talking about?
Why me? Why not Anatole? Why didn't you attack him?
Yours looks nicer.
Jesus.
This guy he's got the same build and height. Doesn't look the same, but he's got the same build and height as Jack.
Okay. I'm not scared of him.
Well, I'm just saying.
I am intentionally not using names. Are you okay in there?
Perfectly fine.
See? He's perfectly fine.
What do you want from me? Tell me whatever it is, I'll do it.
I need you to just stay here, and on the date of your whole meeting inside that stronghold, I need to go in there.
But they'd never mistake me for you or you for me.
It's okay, but we have this worked out. Don't worry. I just came in here to do a little bit of business for myself. I have a friend on the inside that's in a lot of trouble, and I need to go get him.
So, you're not gonna kill me?
I'm not killing anybody, dude. Maybe Alexander, but...
Wait. You want to kill that little fucker?
Oh, yes.
Why didn't you say so?
The worst call to revolution ever.
I'm in!
You're in?
Oh my God.
Do you know how much my taxes have gone up in the last year? I could hardly make a copper piece.
Okay, I'll flip this guy 5 copper and say I'm sorry.
Okay. Thanks. You realize that you probably destroyed like gold worth of stuff in there.
Oh, he can always get it from next door, so you know.
Yeah, so he says I'm in, but you'll never pass as me.
That's all right. I got a buddy next door that looks just like you.
Jack's going to be the lawyer for both sides.
He opens his mouth and closes it several times and goes, okay.
Literally,
Whatever.
I could arbitrate on their behalf for them both
Your
to stay in
Honor.
business.
That's
I'm just
actually not a bad idea.
I'm
You're
just
not a
simple
lawyer,
country
you're an
fisherman,
arbiter.
Your Honor.
All right, so
Fuck you, Eric. That was gonna be my next line. God
But
damn it.
wait,
I may
Guys-
be just a simple
Guys, I'm
country
happy.
fisherman, Your Honor.
here's the problem though. Alexander is gonna recognize Jack.
Yeah.
Why would Alexander be there?
Every
That's-
day at noon.
That's literally what he's
He
going to be there
runs
for.
it.
No, that's the torturing Razul show.
Well, yeah. What? Okay, so that's part of it. But the king has never been hasn't been seen since Alexander got to town, and Alexander has total power. If anyone's doing that and
All
hearing the
right,
grievances
so
and shit, wouldn't it
plan
be him?
completely shot. Let's try something else.
It's still a fantastic plan. I'm just saying we have to figure out how
Oh,
to get
it's
the rest
what
of
we're
us
doing.
close.
I mean, I'm just saying it's what we're doing. It's just
Yeah.
You're my
everybody
paralegals,
make an
it's-
insight roll.
You're going to wear a hood and we're going to sneak you in.
Hey, I finally fucking made one. Cool.
Does anybody have the disguise skill?
no.
No.
I mentioned that earlier in the chat.
Oh, did you?
I have acting. I don't have disguise.
Well,
Right.
I guess we're gonna spend some money.
We can always see if there's a collegium around here and somebody who can cast disguise on him for us.
Do you have any spells that make somebody look like somebody else?
So
Oh, shit,
you
I've been
guys
muted.
you guys realize after talking that it would have to be a physical disguise? That's
Right.
part
No.
of the problem with the Thieves Guild. They've tried magical stuff before and it
Yeah.
We're
hasn't
going to have
worked
to Robin Hood it.
So
because of all
Why
of the
not?
runes that they put on the walls.
why not
Oh,
just
right.
have
No magic.
me and Bus go in, and we can try to weasel our way through and find a way to open the gate for the rest of y'all. If we send y'all in, they'll recognize you in it. And even with the physical disguises, they check you thoroughly. So that's going to have to be one hell of a disguise, and which
Maybe you
won't
and
be cheap.
Ansel. Oh,
So it'd
I
have to
mean,
be me and Ansel.
Or we cause a panic at one of the gates and the other gates stay open.
That was a good plan. But we need to recruit people for that one and cause a distraction. We need people for that.
I said let's go to the slums.
Operation Meat Shield?
Operation, let's talk to every poor sucker that's getting fucked by Alexander.
I think I would want to do Eric's plan.
Because both
So
plans don't
so
have
start some sort of a ruckus.
Yeah. At the gate, let me punch a guard.
Sure.
I'm good at punching people, guys.
We've seen.
Why don't we just have y'all reveal yourselves at one gate, allowing me and Bus to just sneak in through another?
They know me too.
Exactly.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean Bus. I meant Ansel.
Yeah, we
Okay.
can cause a panic, guys.
Like y'all, all y'all got to do is just reveal yourselves, and that will already cause panic because they're already looking for y'all.
they
Yeah,
don't
but
know
he's-
me.
Yeah, me and Ansel can go into a different through a different gate.
No,
What y'all got to do is just reveal yourselves. You
the
don't have.
easiest way to get through that. How are we going to get through the gate, Ike?
I think Ike is thinking
Well-
that if there's a panic at one gate, all of the guards will rush over there. But
And we can probably handle one or two guards ourselves.
But they would also possibly close the gates. I just realized
Right.
that out loud.
Right.
So maybe we need to cause
Because-
a panic
right.
at every gate.
Well, the problem is in the real world, as soon as if there's any alarm raised, they'll basically lock the gates.
You're not wrong.
And that just turns into a chance of having to climb.
And if we set, we got to do this because if we set off the alarm, then we're fighting all 50. I forgot how many you said it was.
There's a
50
couple hundred.
A
'cause
lot.
we're dead
Yeah, a
if we
couple
stop
hundred,
the alarm.
And they're going to be on alert. And there's no way we're sneaking. We're going to win a couple hundred guards
I
fight.
mean, here's the thing, dude. If we're inside at all and they close the gates, we're done.
Yeah.
Like, optimally, this is a suicide mission. No matter which
Yeah.
way we cut. That
We either
line.
gotta draw
Either-
out the guards, which is why I was thinking we
Good
could
question.
revolutionize that would draw out the guards from the leaving
Yes,
only
Eric.
Yes,
Go-
Eric.
Do they sell casks of gas?
If you were to go down by the wharf, they sell casks of oil that is to be used on ships for lanterns. Most
Hey.
of the what's that?
Hey, Bones, above
Yeah.
game. Remember the last suicide mission we were on?
Uh-huh. How could we forget?
I guess I did. I don't know what we're talking about.
Do you remember the last time we went on a
Vampire?
suicide mission? And what was your plan?
Oh, well, I didn't think that was a suicide mission because the way I had it planned, we weren't going to kill ourselves. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Yes,
It
yes.
was a suicide mission because that's exactly how it ended.
Well, that
Yeah,
was
but that wasn't the plan. That was our talk earlier.
Yeah,
Sammy, was that
I'm
So
aware.
the plan
Yeah,
was not
I
for
know.
us to commit suicide. That was our furry friends plan.
We need to.
Oh,
We need
can
to.
we apply that mechanic to this particular
so.
fight?
What you are asking basically is there a hill going down towards the gates?
Or just opening in the gates in which we can throw flaming
We're gonna make Molotov cocktails and throw them in, basically.
Molotov kegs if we can.
Oh boy. Okay.
Make an insight roll.
Me or him?
Everybody, what the hell?
Okay.
I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Molotov cocktails sound perfect.
Woo!
I made
Everybody but
Molotov cocktails probably wouldn't be all that effective because if it hit the
Right.
bars going through the gate. However, if the gate is open and you could drive a cart loaded down with barrels,
oh god, we're gonna make a suicide bomb.
Aye.
you don't have to be on the thing if you can roll
No,
it
but I mean,
downhill.
This is like literally. Anyway, yeah,
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about, Bones.
yeah. right.
Essentially, though, guys, it's the best idea we've had.
It definitely would cause chaos, and
And
we
we
wouldn't
need
have to
a way
be
to
there
get
when it
in.
happened.
Yeah, exactly. We need a way in. Cause a big enough panic on the inside, we can rush in.
still doesn't handle the hundreds of guards.
I still think
well-
you're trying to overthink this fucking shit, dude.
Yeah.
Maybe.
There's no way that we will not have one single blow that will take out every guard.
Yeah,
That's
we're
just-
going
No way.
into.
Well, that's
100
what I was
guards.
saying. We need to figure out a way to draw them out.
True.
They are paid to
All
stay
right.
in, guys.
Let me put it to you this way: like, this is basically a military base, so you can't draw everybody out. There's going to be a good amount of them still in, even if we draw them outside the walls.
I think in a good case, we're looking at still having to fight 20 to 30.
I was gonna say 40 to 50. 20 to 30 seems very, very.
Assuming they started with 40 to 50.
Yeah, well, he had already stated that there were a couple hundred. So
Oh, well then, yeah, no, okay, yeah. So we're doing 40 to 50 in a good case.
yeah, no, because basically there's a brigade inside
Yeah.
these walls.
I need to use the restroom. I feel like I've given as much as I'm going to give to this discussion right now.
Godspeed,
Okay.
sir. Don't fall in.
Go
So I'll be
potty.
back.
I essentially think, and I mean, at a tabled vote right now, I think the flaming cart of hell bringing is a great idea.
Do it.
I'm with it.
Does
If I
anybody
rest, I can
have
call
does anybody
animals
have
and-
carpentry?
Yes, maybe I
so.
do.
Go ahead and roll carpentry.
Dope.
God
God
damn.
fucking damn it.
I can do smithing. I can do carpentry. I can do leather work.
Okay. All right.
Hey, happy birthday to me. We kill Alexander. How about that? Can I bribe my dad, the DM, with that?
Well, too bad your birthday's Tuesday, not Thursday.
It's literally, bro, come on. It's the same fucking week.
It's not the same day. If it was the same day, I'd do it for you. But it's not the same day, so I can't.
Did you get me a birthday present?
Did I?
No.
Mhm.
Mom
Oh,
probably
no.
did.
I said,
And I paid
your
for
mother
it.
did. Yeah.
I think our best idea still is the me and Ansel going in as the lawyers or whatever,
You know,
and sneaking and opening the gate.
Well, considering how paranoid he
can't
is, you
sneak
can
to open the
you can
gate.
probably get in, but I don't know if you'd be able to sneak and get the gate. However, if you're inside and something starts to happen, you might be able to use that to your advantage. You can always do more than one thing at one time.
Right. Going in and getting us in would be awesome. And I
What
think
the fuck is that noise?
either one or two of
Eric.
us, Ike. But we
Hmm?
need a distraction, and the distraction needs to be something big.
Oh.
The flaming hell cart. It's gonna happen.
If we just go in there to create the distraction, like us, the group that he knows, we're dead.
Are you
So
guys
that's just
going
not a
to
viable
are you
option.
guys going to go back and talk to the potato people?
Yes!
Let's do it.
Potatoes!
Okay. So you guys go back and talk to the potato people and they go, "Well, so what'd you find out about the petition?"
Well, let's see. What did we find out about a petition? We got a guy that was really scared of us, and then he said, I'm in.
Yep, that's exactly what happened.
Okay,
We're
so
not exactly sure where the other guy stands on the revolution, but
Yeah,
he's
but the
willing to
guy-
let us represent.
they both
Yeah.
will allow you to go in and represent.
Yes.
Yes.
That's amazing. And we know
Yes.
that one guy is in for the whole thing. Okay,
Yep.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we have 2 days now to prepare for this. What's the plan?
Raise holy hell and we'll sneak around you.
Yes, essentially.
Raise holy hell. Well, how are we gonna? What do you want us to
Take
do?
out as many loyalist guards as you can.
Flaming hell cart from the wharf down the road.
So we're going to
Through one of
load
the
a
gates.
cart and set it on fire. You're gonna set a cart on fire?
Well, we kind of need it to get into the gate, through the gate, without being on fire, and then be fire.
Flaming arrow.
I could do that.
So you guys tell him the whole story about the possibility of loading a cart down with oil and driving it through the gate and then shooting it. They said, well, we got one question about that. They check everything as it goes in.
Oh, there is no checking this.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
this is
so as soon as they start to check it, that's when you blow it up?
Yes.
sure.
Okay. So what about the petition? Are you guys not going to do that?
I mean,
That'll keep us in line.
you could do it. I mean, we're just gonna go in.
Well, so do we want? Okay. So I'm confused. Are we going to do both or just one? What are you doing?
How many people can you get in?
Fuck that.
Well, we can only take the place of the 2 people.
About having people with the flaming hell cart.
Hey,
well,
I
we
have an
don't
idea.
really want. I don't know if anybody would be willing to die because when that explodes, it's going to hurt him.
No. Be at the gate when the hell cart goes off and goes in.
I can get everybody that I have a chance to.
Sammy, go ahead.
Why don't we have 2 people in the line? They should be far enough back. You push the cart in, right? The closer they are, the easier it'll be to hit that target. Maybe one of them, whoever's standing in line, could,
Have any good
Thwack.
bow people?
Do we know any good bow people? We might know one or two. Okay, so the plan, as I'm hearing it, is we're gonna wait in line like a petitioner,
man.
and the gate that allows the people to come through is where's my mouse? Where the fuck is my mouse? There it is. So this one right here is where the cart is gonna go in. It's gonna go splody, and then you're gonna take over from there.
Essentially, yeah.
Okay.
We are going to need help taking on the guards.
Guys, says,
There's
There's going to be a lot of them.
I think we can probably help with that. If you can get a gate or something open, I have your back.
Oh, we can do that.
Other question would be is if we can spread out the people and get as much chaos at each of the gates, that way the guards have to get away from them or be occupied constantly.
Okay, that sounds like a plan. So 1 week from today, in real time. Also, 2 days from today, game time. It's the attack on the stronghold.
Jesus.
Time to
Christ.
go after Alexander.
Also, everybody sitting in the room, don't go to the guy beside of Anatoly's. He's a fucking douche nozzle. And he might not have any stock left.
Yeah.
He's a bit dry at the moment.
He's a bit
Yeah.
dry at the moment. All
And
right,
if anyone
so
had anything to say about it, you wouldn't want to drink what he's got.
so
Yeah.
you've got a plan.
Everyone
Who
thrown
is
together.
gonna stand? Are you guys all gonna stand in line, or how are you gonna do this?
That's too obvious.
I would not stand in line. I'm a 6-foot yellow lizard.
Well, there are other lizards around. There are
That are 6 foot.
Kentry. Well,
yellow.
lizards are pretty big.
Would
Do
he
I
be
have
in
to-
line though?
I don't know. So, I mean, you guys could certainly look at the line, see if there's anybody that looks even remotely like you. But yeah, so I'll leave that for next week, where you can say where you guys are located, and we will start the assault.
Cool.
Yee, this is gonna be so cool.
Could
I
turn
just
into another
like-
orc fight.
Hey, bro, I'm just happy I
Mm.
got to burn a bar down without having to burn a bar down.
You
I'm just like,
basically went into a distillery and just fucking laid waste like some sort of
Full
a
on China
smash
shop.
shop. Yeah,
what else am I? Dude, I am a guy with a warhammer.
it's a wada
I
and
have
a china shop.
I have no speaking ability. You know, all I know is swing, hammer, hurt.
Right.
I just read, guys, let's go to the slums.
Yeah, that's what I said. Because we could get
Oh
support,
yeah, no.
talk to people.
I feel like in 2 days we can gather a lot of people.
Oh yeah.
I want to. You know what? But before we end that, I want to say that we're gonna go. We're gonna go around to the business districts. We're gonna try and recruit subtly. Like, we don't want to end up in jail, but we want to try and get as many people in on this as we can. Everybody hates
Awesome.
Alexander. He's a
We're gonna
fucking
try to
dick.
start a revolution.
So basically, what you're
No,
doing is you're talking
The
to
thing I
people.
recommended.
How are you guys going to do this? Are you just going to go in and go, man, I wish we could storm the castle? Are you going to go, or are you just going to talk shit about Alexander and the stuff that he's done?
Probably wouldn't talk shit about Alexander, because that's like saying,
Hey,
Come
we're
arrest
here.
me.
Come get us.
Or are you going to go around and just talk about how things have changed in the last year?
Yeah.
How things have changed in the last year. We're trying to be subtle. We don't want to get caught doing this because that'll give us away. But we want to work to try and get more people, because the more people we have on our side, the fewer guards we have to face.
That makes sense. That makes total sense.
We can't take on 30, 40 guards. We need help, and the more help we have, the fewer we gotta fight.
yeah, I almost think about going to the rich group too, but I'm also kind of the brain of going, they won't fight.
They're pinched a little bit, but they're not nearly as affected as like
They're
the
not as
people in the slums and the
disgruntled.
business.
Yeah.
And the business owners who are like severely
If
taxed.
we were needing to gather coin for something, I would look for that, but
Right.
find some white
And there's-
whales. But
There's
no,
probably a
we're
lot of people who are poorer, or there might be some nobility whose family members and stuff have gotten,
Yeah.
taken and
Oubliette.
unalived. Yeah, that.
Unalived.
I'm sure we could find out, but
Would there be anybody living in our area that are maids in the upper levels?
The maids and stuff live inside.
Okay. That's worth a
I
shot.
asked that one already.
You did. Forgive me on that one, Ike.
Oh,
Awesome. So we have a plan. Next week, have fun storming the castle. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the stream. Shadows, it was good to see you. Sammy, you'll watch the VOD and write
Shadows.
everything down. What's that?
yeah.
Oh, and I will see you all next week. Bye.